Hello. Great. Why is all of a sudden that not working? There's... Okay, hang on. And...
Hello.
Hey there. Now I can hear you guys.
It was me. I had to set my voice and thing reset to default because I switched my headset the other day. It does that every time I unplug my headset and then plug it back in. It resets on Discord.
That's odd.
Yeah,
Hello.
I'm back on my thingy and I'm unsure how it works. Like, I'm like, can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah. No. Everything
No.
sounds good on your end.
There's too many. Bluetooth. Can you hear me? With
Yep.
this one?
Yes. Yeah.
This one sounds better. Wait, lagging. Oh my god, my computer. Oh my gosh, I can't see.
I can't say that. I will say that the one that you're
Everyone's
talking to
talking,
right
I can't
now
hear anything.
has a bit of
Okay,
a like
that was the wrong
hollow.
thing. I should change it back.
Yeah.
Everyone now. Yay! Voice. Input
Yeah,
is
it
what
does
I'm
have
hearing.
a bit of a hollow
My
sound.
computer.
Yeah.
Put a line here from it. People can talk. No. Oh. No, I shouldn't have played around with it. No. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh.
What are you testing?
No.
Can you hear
Hello?
us?
Whoa.
That was something.
No. Lisa. Here anyone. Let me leave and come back.
Is that a fan?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
That
Yeah, I still
That
can't
sounds
hear
better.
anyone. My headphones, did they just die? It's so good. I could hear everyone just a minute ago. What is happening? No, no,
Uh,
I don't
Hello?
understand.
can you hear us?
Hello?
I don't think she could hear us.
Panic? No, no panic.
Hello. She might need to change
Hello?
her
Anyone?
voice
Hello?
default setting.
Anyone? What does input and output mean?
Input.
Oh,
Can you hear?
is it my headphones? Headphones.
It's
Are you okay? Are you dead? Did you die? Headphones. It's not good. Can you hear us? We can hear. I cannot hear you guys.
Can you
I
hear?
see your bubbles lighting up. I can't hear. Oh no, don't hear me. Don't listen. I'm going insane. Let me see if check user settings video and thing on Discord. Let me check if my headphones even work. Let me listen to a YouTube video. And I hear in general. Officer.
Hey, Daisy, where's that brother of yours?
Yeah.
I do
Okay,
not
then it's
know.
definitely mine.
He might have fallen asleep. He might have. I don't know. He
7
recently
seconds
just started.
in
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Hola.
Hello.
Oh, like Bluetooth.
He's been sick.
Apple
He's been sick. I was about to say
I
that.
literally just woke up.
That was
Sometimes
one
you
of the
sit up and pick
the
it up to
suspicions.
the microphone. Oh,
Yeah.
possibly.
But on the upside, I got this.
I feel like
Nice,
I've bothered
deep
you
morning
guys.
voice.
Well,
How's
so
everyone
I might
doing?
just
Good.
end up until
You feeling better from after
Good.
last week?
Good. Scar's
Everyone's
having
here.
difficulties.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's good.
Honestly, this past week, just for like just relaxation stuff, I've been replaying Fable. I didn't realize how short a game
that's fine.
Fable is if
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what you're doing.
I love the original Fable.
Yeah.
Is that based on the comic series of the same name?
No.
Okay, I was
I
just
believe-
It's an original Xbox series game.
gotcha.
It came out with the original Xbox.
All I know is that the Fable series was recently released into the public domain, which is cool. But yeah,
Okay, I had to do research just to make sure, but the Fable comic series does not look like Fable the video game.
fair
Yeah.
enough. I don't know. I don't know that much about either. I was just reading news articles.
Yeah, Fable is essentially very vanilla fantasy,
Cool.
if that makes sense. It was released back when like games were, still in the mid of 3D movement and still trying to figure out exactly what they wanted to be, and like
Yeah.
it's almost like
Early 2000s was when they were coming out.
where
the first
where
one.
Skyrim is a sort of a medieval fantasy, almost let's forget the word for it, like epic.
Okay.
Fable is a fantasy, like a tale or
It's a
fair
role
enough.
play.
Okay.
It's more role play than it is epic.
it's
Right.
more of a fairy tale rather than a.
It's got a definite plot line. It is you get choices, but if you definitely follow the choices down the line, it's got a definite story.
Okay,
The
cool.
story's always been decent. It's a really good game to play.
Cool.
Honestly,
there's-
my only complaint is Fable 3. Never really
Yeah,
liked that.
Fable
I liked-
3 was.
I'm sorry, I like Fable 3.
No, again, I don't mind Fable 3. Like it's still a fairly good game, but compared to 2 and 1,
It changed so much. The second game was a lot like the first, but you didn't get as much option with it. Like, you got less storyline, but more to do.
honestly, I wish Fable 2 and 3 were on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
We hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Did
Yeah,
you check your
yeah.
settings?
Yeah.
Yes, it was, I don't know, it was like in the wrong output, I think.
Yeah, so sometimes whenever you plug in new headphones, you have to go through the settings and make sure it's on the right set of headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my first time using a Bluetooth one, so I was like
Yeah,
very confused. But
you just gotta figure out what the name of your device is and figure out which one's which.
It's so much. Now I have to find Zeus's file on this PC. It's gonna take forever. It says that I already have it. Already
It's
done.
okay, take your time. We're
I
in no
will-
hurry.
I'm here. I'm ready. I heard you guys
Us
talk about
starting
Fable.
before 5:30 is always, good.
A goal.
Yeah. I honestly think we take the first 30 minutes just to get ourselves together.
You're not wrong.
Kind of
Honestly,
get in a mood.
All
I think
right.
that's kind of fun.
Okay. So it's been a bit. It's been a little bit. Okay, but nonetheless,
Yay. Oh,
when last we left our heroes,
What?
uh,
We left them.
last time was bit of a it was a bit more
It was
casual.
a shopping spree.
Yes, you got access
We went
to the
shopping.
vaults and got some nice new gear. You met a rabbit from the Fey realm.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that did
What
happen.
have I done?
Yeah, what have you done?
I don't
sir?
remember. I did not understand that.
Questionable choices. It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll
it
see
only
how it
plays
goes.
into the larger story in one way or another.
Oh.
There's background stuff.
Interested.
But
With my new friend.
right.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
I mean that is like the classical Feywild example.
Yeah.
ooh, that's also another good analogy for Fable. It is kind of like Alice in Wonderland but not as trippy.
That's fair. That is
I'm
a
just
very
confused
trippy
now.
story.
As it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay. But when we last left you guys off, Zace, Subaki, and Zagra were kind of on their own, kind of being ready to head out. Jacob.
Wait.
Yeah, we haven't seen Catch in a hot minute.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I was gonna give Catch my money, but Catch is not here, and I can only give Catch money
Oh.
if Catch appears.
So I suppose that's probably the best place to start and pick up.
Okay.
Jacob,
Yes.
what sorts of things are you doing? At this time, you would have rested and recovered your levels of exhaustion. I'm willing to kind of
Okay.
hand wave that since it's been several weeks real time and several days in game, or at least a day and a half or enough time that you have taken time to tend and cure your wounds.
Mm-hmm. Right now, I am simply on the floor, with two different books, writing in both of them, almost like with two minds, like writing two whole different sentences and two totally different pages of two totally different spells.
Okay.
Ooh.
And while doing that is sitting in my lap. Is this before or after the vault?
It would have to be before because you haven't gotten the money from Zace.
Makes sense. Okay.
Aha!
In that case, I am also like just sprawled out on the ground with many sheets of paper, not only spells, but there's different maps with locations now circled, with things just sort of labeled, and almost like I'm memorizing stuff, but also that I am making notes for a further ahead journey.
Okay. You are more than capable of plotting down any sorts of notes and diagrams that you need. If there's anything specific you would like to put on the map or anything, feel free to.
I actually actually, hold on. Where is the owl bear? There it is. Okay.
We have it pinned.
Yep. I know. I was looking for it. I hadn't had it pulled up yet.
It's all good.
Yep. I'm in here.
I'm supposed to be muted. My microphone isn't set up properly. Good to know.
Oh.
It's all good.
Oh, that was a good test. You guys hear me all right, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Everything's
see
good.
it. A-okay.
Good.
Little muffly, but not bad. It's all be fine.
Oh yeah.
We can understand you.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
It's trying to speak through my microphone. That's the problem.
That's not good.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
And
I think it was set
where
to
did
my
we-
headphones.
What town did we start our adventure? Like section 1 on this again? What?
Everything's kind of
Alec,
been
alright.
based out of Alec.
Alec. Okay. I have a big black circle in Alec.
Now I know Ketch specifically came from the lands roughly southwards of it, and kind of this general area with a slight overlaps of the Io tribes in the green. There.
Hey, I kind of came from that area as well, probably. So
Okie doke. That is all I am doing currently.
Fair enough. Okay, and once you've got that all put together, what's the plans? What's the course of action?
Honestly, because like it's been my main thing was to rest up and regain from my exhaustion. But since that's sort of already done, I am now just waiting. I'm
Hello.
right now. Echo
Hello.
is planning to be a lot more reactionary for the foreseeable future. With
are we gonna
more
call him
major
Echo?
roles being, after discussion or just slight pushes in different directions.
Okay. Gotcha.
So this is Echo.
Yeah, no. Right now, it's just we're in a bit of a narrative kind of slipstream as far as time goes. So,
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we switch back to the three of you who have basically come from the vaults, and you have time to attune to all of your new items, or at least pick the ones that you would like to attune to.
Yay. I got fun stuff.
There's a lot of
We march out of the treasure vault as if we were kings and thieves all at the same time, draped in gold
I'm like-
necklaces.
I'm like a chef at this point.
Smiling from ear to ear.
Very happy with the selection I've chosen.
Am proud. Ooh,
Okay.
I know. Let me open this real fast. I think I'm gonna pull out a friend from the bag of tricks.
Okay.
Oh. Friend.
Yes, it is a gray
Okay.
bag of tricks.
Yes, I'm pulling it up right now. I reach into the bag and I pull out
Okay,
a giant badger.
Oh boy.
Okay. You kind of reach into the bag, and there is this almost like a pom pom. Actually, no, that's not the right way. Almost like a cotton ball, and it's just kind of this this soft fur, and you pull it out, and as soon as it leaves the bag, it kind of slips right through your fingers. and lands on the ground, and there is a giant badger just kind of wandering around and looking at you.
I tried to speak
Hey,
to
buddy.
it.
It does not understand common. It is generally friendly towards you, but like you can command it, but it's not really going. It doesn't have the larynx and the vocal minutia. I'm blanking on the specific anthropological term to respond to you in a common tongue.
I have this
It's
thing
still
called
an animal.
Yes.
counter charm.
Okay.
As an action you can perform until the end of your next turn. The duration, you or any friendly creatures within 30 feet, you can gain the advantage. Oh, never mind. I swear I had one about talking to small creatures.
I know that's a spell.
I know, but I
think
thought
that
because
comes from
it was part of my
gnome.
gnome heritage or something. Maybe it's under my features and traits. I swear, I just want to talk to the badger.
It chitters friendly in a friendly manner towards you.
Uh,
I'm gonna go on a walk with my new friend.
Okay.
I pet him on the head.
It will let you.
Hey, Sarah.
Can I name him?
That's up to Sarah.
Sure.
I'm asking. Can I name him? Okay.
I'll take suggestions. Although there's a part of me that's kind of leaning towards Pom Pom.
Pom Pom
Aw.
wins. You win.
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah?
Have you seen that meme of like the biker dude who picks up the kitten and says, "Hello, you're my friend now. We're gonna go get soft tacos."
No, but I
that
would
sounds
love to see it.
adorable.
You should send
Yes.
it to us.
All right.
Yes.
Big tough guys with tiny cats and women with big giant menacing dogs are my two favorite flavors.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. So you are able to go ahead and take your giant badger Pom Pom for a walk. Are you looking for owls at this time?
Sure, why not?
I remember that being a specific thing that...
The rabbit wanted.
Yes.
That wasn't what I was intending on doing, but I'll do it.
You realize he's probably going to kill the owls, right?
Talk
Just
to me.
saying it out loud. Oh wait, I wouldn't know. Never mind. Scratch that.
Well, if you were there, that would be a fair assumption.
I know. Sorry, I was off doing something else.
No, that's fine. So as you are making your way around, that's a natural 18 for stealth. You do not find owls. It was worth rolling, but yeah, no. You are able to take this giant badger around town. There are sorts of there is a sort of a village square here. Let me actually just bring up a map just to show, just in
There's
case.
a village at the castle?
Well, I mean, there's a castle. There is a palace estate, but it's like the entire area
It's
is
a
more
castle
than
town.
just a palace. There
It's
are
a castle town.
right, like
It's
there are
Castletown. Hey, Andrew, what that?
what that? What's
I know exactly what that is. I'm making a joke.
okay.
What's that? What is that?
That's an executioner's block.
Which one?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, that is indeed what it is. As you walk past, it has not been used in some time, so the map is slightly inaccurate. Um, but
Good to know.
they have it. Yeah. It is more a remnant of a historical of historical times, and there's a small plaque there
Oh, there it is.
recalling kind of different political regimes before the current majocracy that inhabits Arungar today.
How about maybe it be like the town square, be like, where they announce things.
This
That's
is
what
a
we're gonna
town
say
square.
it is now. I
Yeah.
know, but that's it's no longer the executioner block though. We're like, it's where they make political statements, things like that, and advertise for whatever.
There are a couple town criers who use that area as sort of a not necessarily podium because there are discouraging statements about climbing up on it due to its age, but some of the younger ones absolutely will.
There's a sign there. You know someone has absolutely tried before.
Oh yeah. It's like reading all of those really incredibly funny warning labels because like that had to be put there for a reason.
Exactly.
There's someone
Somebody
who did
had
that.
to do it first.
But
Anyways,
nonetheless,
what do I
yes.
see as I walk around? Yeah.
There are kind of people just going about their normal day-to-day lives. On your way there, you do kind of pass the, not necessarily subway tunnel, but like there is a definite point downwards towards the roots of the city where you had been the once before. With Jayertzi. But if you walk past it, most people don't really pay it much mind. It's just engaging with the city on another level. But over here, I mean, there are taverns, there are homesteads, there are shops. All of them generally seemingly at the ready, just as people are making their way through a normal day. I bring up this map just to kind of illustrate the scene, not necessarily because there is encounters here on this walk.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just demonstrable. But no, there are some people who look at you walking alongside. There is no leash, but walking alongside a giant badger that draws some attention. But like, to be fair, Mari gets a lot more attention because what's a Mari?
Mari's a baby.
Yes.
Well,
Giant badger, that's
literally
kinda
with
odd, but
your
druids
eye,
exist.
like a big pizza pie, that's Amari.
Exactly. But no, but yeah, no.
Is there like,
Yes, good.
could I find like a park area and then find a stick and start playing fetch?
Will the giant badger play fetch? Sure. Yeah. You are absolutely able to find a park area and play fetch with the giant badger.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
Creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it's reduced to 0 hit points. Okay, so it just lasts. Okay. It has 3 fuzzy objects in it that when it doesn't require attunement, but if you are attuned, I believe it is 5.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we decided on.
Yep. Cool. But yeah, no, you are able to spend time playing fetch with your Bag of Tricks giant badger pom pom. Okay. Zace and Subaki, what are your kind of plans going on for during this time?
I believe I was with Zagra's group, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because you
So,
were petting and
Are you all going along on this excursion?
nope. I
Um,
decided to duck into the closest tavern that I could sink my teeth into and convince the tavern owner to let me play the
Okay.
crowd.
I'm not going to make you roll for this. That seems like a very reasonable sort of request. They would absolutely let you go ahead and perform.
Tsubaki is feeling the urge to be the center of attention. She has not had that for a while.
Okay.
She's leaving the far call behind and playing like she normally does.
Take a break and enjoy the regular instruments.
Exactly.
All right. Zace, what are you? What is your
I
courses?
really did not join this excursion just because it was going out into the crowds and stuff, and it's not really the place to go. I would probably have stayed behind and just stick to the gardens and more naturey areas around.
I mean, there are some. The palace is. There are some natural aspects to it, but it is limited. In your time here, you've probably canvassed the entire area.
Would I leave the palace like
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
the others? Okay, I'll head out and take a walk, I guess.
Okay. Um, as you are kind of walking around, this is your first time out of the palace areas, but the entire city is. I mean, there is magic everywhere, and that kind of rings a bit odd for you, but it's a lot less. Like everything is super nice. Like everything's clean and put together, but it's as soon as you're kind of out of the main courtyard, there is sort of a breath of fresh air where it's not as expecting of everyone who is around. But there are roads that kind of crisscross all around the city. They are paved. It is just generally very nice and well maintained. There are shops and housing quarters kind of all around on the different streets. There are tunnels that lead down. There are city squares that you had seen Zagra walking off to. There are occasionally parks and natural areas. There's not that much wildlife here. It's primarily an urban environment, which cuts out a lot of space and room for the deer and elk and more larger fauna that would typically inhabit this place if it was returned to nature. That said, like there are birds kind of twittering about. You can see beehives. There's large populations of insects, mice, rodents that just all are kind of making their way on their own. Just everything that is natural that is able to survive here is sort of. Excuse me. Sorry. It's just sort of making its way and surviving and thriving. There is a sense of peace. It almost feels knowing your background and where you come from. It almost feels like this is sort of an artificial peace, just where. Sure, the people who live here have made peace with the nature that is surrounding them, but they did so by controlling it, by reining it in, by domesticating it. It's from the forest that you come from. This is rather sterile. there are natural elements, and that is to be appreciated, but it is not woods. There are not creatures around at every corner. There is not. It's very surface level.
Hmm. Boy. Oh, this is an island. Like, it's like flying. So I guess there's no way out of this feeling.
It if you go far enough towards the edges, yes, this is a large island that is floating in the air above a oblong. To call it a pond, no, it would be more of a lake, maybe even a sea, a large lake or a small sea, but it is its own gravity-defying rock in the air. Yeah. And you can see, like, even under, well, you can't see, but like you can tell from the shadows that it's not just this bowl shape along the bottom. It almost seems as though this land was just pulled up and uprooted from an earlier age, and there are long tendrils and twisting, thorny roots that just pull out from the bottom of maybe large trees that once stood atop the island that have been leveled in the name of urbanization and urban design and planning. There are remnants of a natural settlement here that have been stripped away, but the vestiges still remain hidden underneath.
I don't really know. This wants to like get back on touching land, like on lower level as soon as possible. I guess Bar and I will, after taking this walk around and looking around, we might just head back and, like, I don't know, look around for different plants, teach Mari some cool plants, if there's any plants I know here.
There
or
are some.
animals.
There absolutely are some plants that you know here that you can teach Mari about. There are a couple that you don't recognize as well. Those are in more obscure gardens, and they have plaques noting different people who carried them across different realm barriers. There's a couple that are noted as from the Fey realm that you and Zagra were at the other day. There's a thorny bush that seems to be growing, but the ground around it seems a little bit scorched from the elemental plane of fire. That one's a little bit odd. There are... But no, you are absolutely able to find plants and from around the natural material world as well as from elsewhere around.
Ooh. I'm gonna stay away from the ones I don't know at the moment, just because I don't know if they're native here or not, or if it's just someone growing them here, or what exactly. So I will leave it.
Okay.
But I'll tell Mari the ones I do know.
All right, and that accounts for 95 at least percent of the plants around. Like it is a curated selection, but you have traveled the world, you have traveled lands, you know these sorts of plants and animals and flora and fauna, and just everything about it like the back of your hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Mari, be like, this one tastes like this can be used for this and that, this one attracts this animal, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you can tell that Mari is listening. You're not sure how much they're retaining, but Mari is definitely paying attention and following along with what you are saying.
Peppa. Giving Mori pets.
Mari is
gets a
happy.
pet. No.
Um, with that, I guess we can rotate back. Tsubaki, you are doing performances.
Yep.
Roughly how long are you going to be spending there? It's going to determine die size.
I'll play for a couple of songs. I'm gonna say I'm there for an hour and a half.
Hour and a half? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a d4.
D4.
And a performance check.
Oh, I love performance checks.
I know you're really good at them, so it's...
I am. I am so good at them. It really doesn't matter what I get. Oh, I got natural 20 and plus 9, so...
go ahead and roll me 2d4s.
2d4s. I got 4
4
altogether.
altogether?
2 and 2, yeah.
Gotcha. So when you take the hour and a half that you do there, you end up walking away with 40 gold pieces.
Nice! Great score, Tsubaki.
Yeah. And like you just feel accomplished. Like you
Truthfully.
did really well, and
It wasn't frustrating. I didn't have to explain a lot of things. It was just Tsubaki and what she does.
and after everything that you've had and done recently, it's comfortable. It's relaxing to know that you still got it.
Yep, it's true.
But as the day is kind of waning onward, I'm willing to kind of say that it gets to be probably closer to around 4 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, when you guys are probably all beginning to head back towards the palace area.
Definitely.
Is that reasonable to assume?
Yeah.
I'm heading back.
I am heading back. I know that.
Okay. Just kind of
I'm
getting
coming
everything pulled together for an evening meal. There's going to be a little bit of time there, but yeah. Jacob, Echo, what are you doing as the day waxes, as the day progresses?
As the cycle continues.
Yes.
Right now I am finding clothing very distracting. So I am now naked.
Okay.
But why?
I mean, that's fair. You do have memory of this being a socially constructed norm, but like
I'm in my room alone.
right.
I know that much.
Yeah. But it's fair. The Vesper civilization did not have clothes. That is true. That is unabashedly true.
But yeah, I'm making right now. Basically, all the notes are all packed up, and I am custom sewing some things to make the clothes that I am wearing a little bit more efficient as far as movement goes, and less distracting for my own needs.
Okay.
He comes out wearing a skin tight suit, exactly.
I would also like to go out at some point.
Okay.
And I have a shopping list of things for specifically probably a blacksmith in the area if I can find one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a streetwise check.
Sorry. Okay. Oh, that's not very good. That's 5.
As you're kind of heading out, sun pierces your eyes. It's distracting, and you're kind of still getting used to the lay of the land here. You haven't spent a ton of time outside, and as you are making your way around, you do not find a blacksmith shop.
All right. I also want to do a quick check of my surroundings, like as I'm leaving and like looking for blacksmith shop. Is there anyone who's currently following me or anything like that?
Not. Do you have any spells active on you?
I currently do not.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your choice of perception or arcana.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. I
You're
just
good.
realized I actually put my armor on. There we go. Let me just take that off. Gotcha. Perception or arcana. That is a nat 20.
Dang.
Plus 8.
Okay.
Waste all the good rolls while we're not doing anything.
I swear, this guy has been great to me the past few sessions.
I know, right? You rolled all of those natural ones last time, and then now you're rolling the 20s now. And
Yeah, I got
it
him out of
works
the
The
way
out.
last
natural
time.
ones were a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got rid of them when they were good. Okay, no. With a 20, there are some people who kind of look your way, but it's... There doesn't seem to be any implicit tracking. Was it specifically Arcana or Perception?
I did arcana.
Arcana. Okay.
Plus 8, baby.
You do not get the feeling that you are being tracked by any person.
Okay.
There is a faint feeling in the back of... sort of like the hairs on the back of your neck rising, but it feels like just... it feels like there is watching, but you can never quite pinpoint where. So your choice is kind of adapt to how you want to
Yeah.
address that.
Because I'm not in the castle anymore, right? I'm like
Yes.
outside.
Yeah, you left the palace. There is... you have nothing on you that would be tracked that you know of.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Just see what I get.
I mean, the people walking around you have very small enchantments on them here and there. Couple of spells to disguise bits of appearances. To small enchantments upon different items that they carry. But I know that's not what you're actually looking for.
Yeah.
But there is a...
orb jewels or...
yeah. There is a general sense of magic kind of all around you. But there is also a very faint pull up. And having rolled a natural 20 on Arcana, I'm willing to kind of let that go, that roll forward. If you look up towards the sun, there is a faint, very disguised little speck somewhere up there, blending in as tightly and as discreetly as possible, that most other people wouldn't have ever noticed.
Okay. Can I like go just like to the shadow of a building real quick?
Okay.
And, like whenever I do so, is it like actually like up in the sky, like super high, like the sky's, you know, behind the sun, or is it like following me?
Sort of like there is just a mote of dust up there, but you feel its gaze on you. It's almost as though this sensor is intentionally trying to hide itself from you, but it's still there, and it's watching you.
Like when I'm in the shadow of the building?
Right. It knows where you are, and then there's like occasionally a little bit of faint movement around in that general area, but it is always trying to maintain itself between your line of sight and the sun. so that you
Yeah.
can't look at it for too long, and it's really hard to notice even if you did notice it.
Okay. Is there back alleyways here?
Yeah, there's a few.
I would like to take a more convoluted way and like pass like a corner, and as soon as I do a quick teleportation with Misty Step,
Okay.
and then as soon as I do that, turn into a gaseous cloud,
Okay.
and like just sort of make myself look more like steam and like hide in a grate
Okay.
or anything that's available. And I just want to see what it does.
It continues to follow you the entire time.
Okay, so I can't get out of its eye line, correct?
Not on the surface.
Gotcha. Well, while I'm a gaseous form, I'm going to float up to it.
Okay.
Can I get close to it?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
As you get kind of closer, you do see it kind of reactively kind of begin to pull away, but I mean, you're a gaseous cloud, and you have some autonomous movement, and you would be able to, if nothing else, move in similar speeds and velocities with it, enough that you can get general understandings. Because even though that this is being picked up by your detect magic, it's just kind of a faint outline. It's not... there's no bright light. It's just... It's almost its own gaseous cloud. It's just this wisp of magic that you picked up on.
Yeah. Makes sense. And I haven't been to the treasury yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You have not collected your coins.
In that case, you know what? I'm going to, I'll leave it be. Go back down. Actually, while I'm a gaseous form, I'm just gonna float over to the palace and just head back to my room.
Okay. You are able to do so.
Form back. Being a gaseous cloud is actually a little bit more comfortable for me than just normal, because like it feels a bit more,
Correct.
But
That makes sense.
overall, I think I'll just wait for the morning for anyone. Finish the improvements on my clothes slowly as I wait for the morning.
Okay. You are... Yes, you are able to take the time. You do eventually start to feel hungry, but that's sort of a new sensation for you independently. And so if you react to that at all, that's your call. But you are more than able to...
I have a
Take
day's worth of rations. I can just sort of chomp on
Oh,
that.
yeah, that makes sense as well. Subaki, Zagra, and Zace. Sorry, you were saying something, Jacob, before I cut you off?
Oh no, I said I was like, yeah, I'm cool just waiting.
Okay.
Subaki wants to plan a performance for the palace
Okay.
and then discuss departing. That's something she wants to do.
Okay.
She has every intention of going to Port Coventry, and that is what she's going to do.
Okay.
She's been far too long without her companion, and she misses them immensely.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. You've definitely talked to enough people that you would be able to put together a performance, or at least to get clearances to put together a performance and have some space to do so.
Okay.
So no, over the evening meal, you are able to play your violin and do your things. Yeah. So go ahead and roll me a performance check. Once
All right.
again. Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 9. I swear
Again.
to God, it happened twice.
Wow, that's like
Nice.
I think that's 3 in a row now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I should be betting money on this. I don't know how, but
Okay. Go ahead. And so this is how many hours are you doing this for?
I'm gonna do this for. I mean, it's the palace. I figured I'll go for a couple hours here,
Okay.
and I'll finish it off with storytelling. Of my adventures and things I've done and the places I've been.
Okay.
Not of this land, but the other ones I've been to.
Go ahead and roll me a d8.
D8.
Tasca.
7.
All right. Through your time here, you are able to make 14 more gold pieces.
Nice.
But you
Never
are
say no to gold.
you are able to entertain the crowds, and there are several people who kind of hang around and watch and listen, and it's a nice accompaniment to the heroes' feasts that are set out for you guys and for everyone else in the area.
All right.
Is there anything else that you're specifically doing in your performances?
As I said, I think I'm gonna round off the end of it with a little bit of storytelling, and I think that'll be good.
Okay.
Tsubaki likes to leave an impression wherever she goes.
Right.
They will remember her.
Yeah. There are just cool. Zagra.
Yes.
Evening time. What are your plans, if you have any?
Check for owl.
Check for
Let's
owl.
start with that.
That is, yes, very fair. Okay, that is a high enough roll that there are owls in the area. Go ahead and roll me your choice of nature or perception.
Okay. $16.
Okay. As Tsubaki begins to kind of transition away from full musical numbers and kind of get into stories, you do hear the faintest hooting of an owl outside. Just beginning to set some ambiance. Like as the sun is setting over the horizon, and just the sky is awash with all sorts of different colors as it is becoming night. You do hear faint hoots of an owl.
I am beelighting to the garden.
Okay. It's not all the way up there, but about 2/3 of the way to the tree, up a tree, you do see a rather small owl.
Pom, go get it.
You are sending your giant badger up the tree to collect a small owl.
I just looked it up. They can climb trees. Yes.
Okay. That. What is your specific command? If you have one.
Fetch the owl.
Fetch the owl. Okay.
Hmm.
It will run. It will. Pom Pom will dash up the tree and hang on a second. That's higher than it needed to be. It does indeed catch the owl for you and bring it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just roll me a d20.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. My mom just brought me food.
That's all good.
Oh, I want some food as well.
Not roll a d20.
I thought you were saying that you had a natural 20. I'm like, oh gosh, again? Another one? No, that would be
I
awesome.
was about to, but I hadn't rolled it yet. that roll was cocked.
Ah, okay.
15?
15? Okay. The owl does not seem to be injured from the giant badger. There was an understanding to not eat it or to not break it significantly, and so the owl is whole and in your giant badger's mouth.
Okay, hold it. Follow me.
Okay.
Going to the wild portion.
Okay. Your rabbit friend has long since hopped away.
Sorry.
You do not hear anything in the underbrush right now.
I have a book written by a beholder.
Is that from me? Or
I don't know. I
is
thought that would. I don't know. I thought that would attract him.
Oh no, I'm talking about the goofy noise.
He is not rolling well for his perception.
I'm going to put on my goggles of night and just start looking around.
Okay.
May I roll perception?
Sure.
Perception. I keep forgetting I'm not great at this. That being said, I did just roll an 18.
Okay. It takes a little while, but eventually, like, as you are surveying the area, with your night vision goggles on, you do see, like, very far away, just like two still points of light just staring at you. And there is a rabbit hidden in the underbrush, just like watching you. Not breaking, like, as soon as you catch it, it's just like maintaining eye contact the entire time. Just in
I
this
walk towards it while
vaguely
maintaining eye
creepy.
contact.
Okay. Okay. It will approach you.
Are you the sir?
Yes, yes. I see you brought me an owl. Did you bring me my other supplies? Please.
Oh. What other supplies? All you asked for was the owl.
I needed circular weaponry. Blades. Weapons.
Like a pizza cutter? I just had to say it, like a pizza cutter.
like a circular saw.
Oh boy.
Never mind, the owl will do. I can definitely take that off of your hands for you.
Okay.
It's a
I
bit less.
shall take
Okay.
the owl from the mouth of Pom Pom and hand it towards the rabbit.
Okay. As you hand the owl over, the rabbit kind of does that thing where a cat just immediately kind of whaps and paws at something, and it just kind of like whaps the owl on its head, and that's more than enough. And the owl just is immediately affected by the sleep spell and goes unconscious. All right.
Okay.
This will be definitely the beginnings of something truly great, truly magnificent. Oh, right, you needed... They seem to be rather boring. There doesn't seem to be anything specifically going on with the ones that you wanted me to watch.
Anything at all of note?
I can't seem to find the older one. They
Do I
seem...
know which one's older?
You're Alice.
Okay, I imagine so, but you don't know.
Yeah,
Never
fair
know.
enough. Can't seem to find that one.
Ah, that's unfortunate, but thank you for trying.
I'll keep my ears pointed out. But yes, bring me blades. The more the merrier.
I'll see
And
what I can do.
Yes, you should. And you watch as this rabbit kind of grabs like a small scruff of feathers towards the back of the owl's neck and just kind of like pulls it right into the bush in the most kind of like it's sort of the Homer Simpson like disappearing into their gif into the bush, just like it's unnerving, but it's like you saw nothing here.
I have seen nothing here. I'm gonna head back inside.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the Jedi mind trick. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally not assisting an evil scientist. Totally.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Where's the labs?
You have not been anywhere that has circular saws inside of the palace.
Here's a legitimate question, Andrew. Do
Yes.
I know what a circular saw is?
Not the mechanical kind, but I mean, like there are tools that that can be wound up and will function in much a similar way. It is
Okay, I
far
got it.
from
That's
where we
kinda
are,
cool.
but yeah, no.
There's got to be a magical equivalent to whatever he's looking for.
Right. Like, and he's not looking for the saw, he's just looking for the blade. Which,
Just a blade.
just the blade.
Maybe it's a good thing we're leaving this area.
Probably very true. But yes, you have delivered an owl to your rabbit. Faye. Evil mad scientist. Creature. Thing. Is there anything else on the docket for tonight?
Um, can I find a librarian?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, where is it? Okay, I'd like to get my book about Arcana rituals written in deep speech appraised.
Okay. Um.
With the intent to sell.
Does this librarian know deep speech? Let's see, 13. That's. Let me check their intelligence modifier. That's actually yes. That'd be a 17 total. So sure. They would appraise the book for a total of 7 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
You not?
They will have you wait for just a moment, and they will go and fetch a coin purse and bring you the 7 gold pieces and take the book off of your hands.
Cool.
Zace,
Oh.
what is your current ideas and operations here? You do have a sack of money on you. You are listening to Tsubaki's performance in the hall, at least for a little bit. You have enjoyed a hero's feast meal, but your time is yours.
Honestly, like, maybe we need to do. Maybe I should ask around. No, so he's this anxious, but he's good. He's gonna scatter around the crowd and just try to find like someone he could talk to.
Okay. You are absolutely able to find casual conversation if you want. Yeah. Sorry?
No, you continue.
No, I didn't have anything super specific. But no, if you are looking for casual conversation, you are absolutely able to do so.
I'm thinking about how Zace would think of a casual conversation, and it's like, I really like your boats, or something like that. And
what's your favorite bone?
Yeah, that's a great way to. That's a great opener. Yeah, that's how I'll start. What is your favorite bow? Okay, that is so much.
You are definitely able to find people who will engage in some small talk with you. They'll humor the bones for a bit. Well, like there is definitely a sense of, I don't know what's going on here. Am I being profiled by a serial killer who wants my bones?
Oh.
Is what's going on here as this tall person dressed in clothing covered in bones, with bones, weapons.
I thought
With
you
a
were
giant
being for
dragon.
real.
Yes.
Like I was listening, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Is a serial killer?" I'm like, "What?" Andrew, should we be concerned for you? Do we need to call someone?
Not yet.
It's just Zace.
Okay.
Just Zace.
Mm-hmm. And you just approach them and like, so what's your favorite bone? And like, it your presence is a bit off-putting, but a couple people will kind of go along with it, and you are able to maintain some small talk. Of the information you find out, the general favorite bone that people can immediately think of is the skull. Like that, that is the one that you hear the most.
Indeed.
Yes, that's definitely the favorite. There were a couple people who specifically narrowed it down to the jawbone, and you got a couple. You got a couple people who were kind of jokingly talking about the pelvis, and a couple people who mentioned the radius. But like, the far and away leader of the poll is definitely the skull.
The poll. It's like a student like doing a survey. So, I am looking for someone. Have you heard of someone? I don't know if that's the right way to describe. Yes, I'll just someone by the name of Hazab.
Hang on a second. That's one moment.
Boy.
Andrew had to step away from his desk for this one. That's how serious it was.
They rolled a natural 19.
Oh. Oh. Someone give me an answer. Like, just a random person can give me a better answer than that one dragon dude.
I mean, is it a random person, though?
I don't know who they are.
It might be one of the 8 and you don't know it.
That's a possibility. It's probably someone who answered my phone question, however.
Just casually talking to Mordenkainen.
What was his favorite bone? Must know. No, now I'll sound like catch. No. Oh my god.
What is Mordenkainen's favorite bone?
I gotta think like I'm hired by Cash to like find out what his favorite bone is or something.
Okay. Nope, that's the island. Sorry, I have a couple things.
You have notes.
I do.
Ooh. Oops.
I can relate.
Oops, be cool.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to want to hold on to for if that ever comes into play. That's about the bracelet. That one. This one here is that one's the current notes. Of the singular individual who has heard the name, there is one who did. Most of what they know is primarily esoteric. Sort of like if I came up to you and asked, do you know who Brahmin is? Like, you might have heard the name before, have a couple things lodged in the memory. Like, they're a figure primarily in Hindu mythology, that they are kind of a creator being, that they are all sorts of these sorts of things. And so it's very surface level what they know, but they have heard of the name. What they are able to say is that they heard that they were that Azam was sort of a spiritual leader. That they were a being of purported good from tribes towards the south of the continent. You can see them kind of carefully walking through their words.
I'm like intently listening.
The one thing that they would say is that you might not have picked up on or have known just in your time, but like the first person that they would mention having a connection to this sort of being who kind of started up this, they would call it a cult, but was a human named Halmadar.
Halmadar, but take a note of that. Alright, remember that name. Me as well. Halmadar.
The way that they would phrase it is that was the person who was kind of leading this very small cult in the south for a short bit. They were, from what they understand, everyone was basically very non-confrontational, and so there wasn't much spreading of the ideology outside of insular communities. But they have heard of him.
Okay. Where can I find this Halmadar?
Last they heard from him, he was dead.
Yeah. I wonder where his bones are at.
I know that that's not the first time I've said his name, but...
Really?
Oh, yes, I
Huh?
Halmadar has showed up before.
Okay.
At least twice.
What? No, my memory. No, my memory. No.
I know it's crazy, but I still stand by from the start. Every single character's backstory has been somewhat intertwined in a way that was kind of insane.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Found
Who
it.
was it?
Found it in my notes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I should say though.
No. Wait a minute. Was it one of the names that are pinned? No. Dang it.
Halmadar. Halmadar.
H-A-M. Okay, one more time.
Halmadar.
Got it. Put that there to remember.
Dar.
Okay. I'm gonna edit it to remember. Got it.
Yes.
Wait.
But yes, you do have a bit of new insights there.
I need to find this person. Well, if they're even alive, I need to find who knows this person. They're not alive. They're dead, most likely.
That's what you heard. That's what this one scholar heard. who really doesn't have feet on the ground, who doesn't really know a ton about current events or people. They vaguely studied occultism and different organizations of populations and their inset ideologies around in the Kaimor Valon. So they are a couple steps removed from being intimately familiar. It's just an important point. But yes, you do find someone who has vaguely heard of Awesome.
Mari, our search is going somewhere. Going to find him. Hope.
Oh. Yes. Is there anything else the rest of you would like to do this night?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good too.
Okay.
Good as well. Mari and I will go sleep outside as always.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then-
as long as, Zaze hasn't come in yet, I am cool with just passing the night away.
All right. Then night will fall, the skies grow dark, and eventually mornings will rise.
A new dawn has arrived. I don't know. I'll go down to breakfast.
Okay. You get there probably a little bit early. Go ahead, sir.
I start the day off with a reset bag of tricks, and I pull out a new friend.
A new friend. Go ahead and roll.
Will they all have the same name?
Yeah, it might probably gonna be easier that way, but maybe it'll be different. It might be fun. 5. A panther.
You have yes, you have
I have
a
a
panther.
panther now.
Yes. A slightly gray panther. From the gray bag of tricks. It's sort of like an ashen color. With slightly darker spots.
I do the thing where I put both hands under the face and swoosh.
Oh, squishy.
And now breakfast.
Okay. You face squish the panther. It is a cat. It immediately tries to pounce back towards you. It's not the biggest fan of face smushing, but it's also not inherently against it. It's just kind of being playful towards you in sort of a rough, large cat manner. It's a cat, but it's a large cat.
That's like, I want a large cat. I want my cats to be 3 times the size.
I'm guessing we're talking mountain lion sized.
Yep. Yeah, panthers
Nice.
are big.
Panthers.
I mean, it's panther sized.
They're smaller than a cheetah,
I mean,
but not quite as large as a
panther-
tiger.
Refers to many different things. It's
That is true.
annoying.
My cat's a panther.
Mm-hmm.
He's a black little panther. He's so cute.
Yeah, 2 to 2.5 feet usually tall. Tigers are on the higher end, but usually they're panthers usually consist of leopards, jaguars, and tigers. And so,
Oh my.
No.
yes, exactly. And so just kind of in that range of roughly 2.5, sometimes maybe a little bit higher. Taller.
I'm going to lunch with my new pet mountain lion.
Can I
My heart.
can I lead
That's
you
so
all on a
cute.
journey of what happened in the past 5 seconds whenever I searched up panther?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I searched up panther, and the first search results were Panther D&D 5th edition roll 20, and the first image results were images for a dire panther. I'm like, wow, Google really has me on lock. And then I realized Google has me so unlocked that I just type Panther into my search bar and it automatically fills in 5E.
Yes. Yeah.
Guys, I don't know anymore. Okay, I don't know. Google like has my social security number and
Oh,
That's probably not a good
100%.
thing, but like they definitely do.
I've got the Panther Wikipedia page.
They have Panther
A-
Labs.
Panther Labs, and then I have a sidebar on Black Panthers,
Mhm.
which is just
Yeah, I think we're looking at the same
with the
thing.
melanin in their when the melanin in their fur gets weird.
What is the personality of a panther? Motivator, leader, risk taker, focused, big thinker, outspoken, and adventurous.
Thanks, Hindu times.
Hindustan times. Yes. Okay.
Not the pink kind, Jacob.
But you are all able to make your way for the meal. The hero's feast says they are prepared.
And catches down.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Catch!
This is my new look.
Catch. What new look? What's he looking like?
What was that? Oh, that's
I
why
just
he's
got
posted
going
my
like,
new look. I just posted images
Ooh.
in the broken circle.
nice.
Nice.
Oh,
But yeah,
Catch.
Hello.
What happened to your beard?
I never had a beard.
I was about to say, did you ever have one?
No,
I
he
don't
had the
think
little
ever had a
thingies.
beard.
No, he had the.
I have mutton chops, but they are currently being
Covered by
they are
his...
currently under my scarf, and I show my beard, I guess.
I do not know what they are called, but yes, there they are.
It's good to see you. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it is good to see you as well.
How have you been? We haven't seen you in so long. Tsubaki was being very vague and cryptic about your condition.
Yes, it was nothing a long rest and relaxation period could not handle. I am feeling much better now. With that, are you three ready to consume food-based products?
What?
Yes.
What did you just say?
Question mark?
I'm asking if you are hungry and want to ingest a mixture of animal meats, plant fibers, and other growths that you would like to, put in your digestive systems.
I'm just gonna walk into the dining room and start eating.
Catch, are you okay? You're not acting like
I-
yourself. Who
I'm-
says that?
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Nobody says digestive system.
No, you're
Nobody
not.
says that.
He has a point.
Nobody says that.
Once again,
I
walking into the dining room and going to eat.
I think I know what food is.
Yeah.
I have cooked food before. I think I cook food better than this one, by the way. I really like my food where we
You
hunted.
definitely cook food better than the magic chalice. I
Mm.
would hope.
I mean,
yes,
I cook.
the hero-
Etsy,
Well,
you know what food is? And she says that in a kind of joking manner.
What'd you say, sir?
Ketch, do you know what food is?
Yes,
And she says this in a
I-
joking, kind of teasing manner.
I just described it.
Tsubaki fills her
Give me
plate
a
and
moment.
laughs.
I head to the hero's feast tables. What is being served?
You find all sorts of manner of breakfast foods. There are waffles primarily out today, with multitudes of different toppings. Some healthy, some very much not. There are a couple tables that have some rather unique bits of toppings. You see the usual kind of. There's a little bit of a fudge paste that can be mixed around. You smell that there's a bit of hazelnut on it, so it's sort of like a fast flowing Nutella. There is a bit of a couple different purees of different fruits.
Ace probably doesn't know what half this food is.
I am eating a Oh, sorry.
I mean, there is also regular fruit just scattered about as well, that you can either put on top of your concoctions. There's eggs, but I mean, like you can create like whatever you want. It's just out there, and you can mix and match as you wish.
You go ahead, Izzy.
I was about to say, Tsubaki is going to make a savory waffle and breakfast meat sandwich.
That's literally what I always do, and it's the best.
I do it. It's great.
Okay,
Yep, that's it.
I'm just gonna put together a waffle with some of the liquid Nutella and some strawberries, and I'm going to bring it up to Ketch. What is this then?
Zace wouldn't even know, to be honest.
Waffle
is that?
with some fixings on the side.
Okay, this is Ketch.
I
Was
have
there a
to ask
pancake
everybody
test?
personally. Do you like peanut butter on your pancakes?
Love it.
Is this?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
People think I'm weird when I say it.
it's
mean,
one of those
it's
things that sounds weird, but it's really good.
It is.
It's
I
not
love it.
traditional, but there's nothing wrong with
Then
that.
again,
I mean,
When I don't even
great.
think it's that weird because me and Desi grew up just eating it like that, like peanut butter and maple syrup.
It's something our dad likes. So yeah. That's why I know if people were like, I had a guy once. He was putting like jelly in his eggs. He's like, peanut butter on pancakes or waffles. I don't even know what it was. He's like, that's kind of gross. I'm like, that jelly is turning your eggs gray. Don't tell me that I'm gross.
I always have those. When I was younger, we always had those frozen waffles in the house. Pop them down for like 3.5 minutes. They come up. You put peanut butter in it. It just kind of melts in the crevices. It's the best.
That's exactly it.
We used to
that
have these
sounds good.
sandwich makers that would melt the jelly and the peanut butter in the inside, and it was like a hot sandwich.
Mhm.
It was crispy on the
Like a
outside.
panini
and
press?
Yeah, but it, like they call them sandwich pockets.
Have you
But that
also
was the name of the machine.
ever done the frozen waffles as like the buns of a burger?
Yes,
That's the best.
those are good.
It's so good.
That's making me hungry.
Sorry.
I need to buy frozen waffles
no, it's-
now.
On shopping list.
Yes.
Hey Siri, put waffles on shopping list.
Don't use Siri.
Did
So.
I get me one?
No.
No.
I don't have Hey Siri
Our
enabled
Siri is
even for
off.
me.
why would you get any of Siri can't hear through our headphones if we have it anyway?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, like it might have worked last week because I didn't have my headphones on last week, but I don't
So-
even have a Siri product.
Sound off in the comments below.
Siri is in Aaron's room today, so
I
I have
used to
fixed
have
these things.
Cortana activate all the time, but I turned her off.
Oh boy.
now that we've got off on this spin of
Anyway.
waffles,
Yes.
Food, delicious.
It's quite good.
Isn't it, Ketch?
Yes.
How is Mari reacting to Catch? Just wondering.
Maybe a little bit more hesitant, but not hostile. Just feeling out sort of a different vibe.
What?
I don't understand.
This is hex code, so
So if you wanted the actual format that I put that together in
Yeah.
for
Yeah, thank you.
Hero Forge.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry,
very
I thought this
handy.
was-
I've used it to
I
copy
thought this
some
was
stuff
like a
over.
reference to a person, like
I mean, it's my
he probably pulled up
that's Ivyar, yeah.
Ivyar's thing, and the Echo Shards is that spell effect he has going on.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
he looked at the color of that to
Yep.
know what to look for.
Yep, because when I actually was subscribed to Hero Forge Pro for a while, I actually just made a default so I could just bring it in between a lot of different characters. And now that I'm not subscribed to it, it's just stuck there, which is fine because it's still very useful.
I just open Hero Forge in 2 tabs and copy paste.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Oh. I spend hours just making characters.
Oh, well,
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh gosh, I've got hundreds. I think.
But sometimes you need to specifically copy over one thing to another, like the green of a character's eyes, and from one person to another.
Yeah.
I have an entire it's not a folder, but I have an entire section of my Hero Forge thing that is just dedicated to all sorts of guards from different factions, and there's 7 variants for each guard. So it's just like once you get to the letter G, it's just guards all the way down, and then it's all back to normal after that. But nonetheless,
Anyways,
just
yes.
guards all the way down.
We're eating breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast.
Today.
As a full party.
Yum.
For the first time in a while.
It's been a couple days, yeah.
In a while.
Catch, Dromage is letting us pick items out of the vault.
Oh yeah, I have extra money. I don't really need it.
As well as giving us money as a reward for saving his life. You better go see him sometime if you want it.
I'll do that later tonight.
Here, I'll give you the money.
We give him the extra money we
And
had left over.
We're going to be heading out. Also as a reward, we got a castle.
Oh, amazing. By chance, would we be able to make a quick teleportation stop to... I forget the name of it. Was it Bone Grove? Where...
Bone Grove was where a lot of things went down, yeah.
Where the castle and the dragon thing happened, and then in the past images,
Why do you want to go
the
back
shards
to
are there
Grove?
now.
I look at Ketch and I say, I am never going back to Bone Grove.
Yeah,
I go back to Bone Grove. You may go back to Bone Grove.
I love Bones, but that place did not have the
Do you not
bones I
remember
enjoy.
about, the whole shard?
Yeah, I know. I guess I'll go back with you. Again.
What?
It's okay. You know what? It's a small stop on the way over to where I want to go anyway. So, yep.
Now, with that in mind,
Fine.
much appreciated. Thank you. It is for the greater wellness of our future plans. I assure you. I have some place to be really quick. I'll meet up with you all come dinner time.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Well, right now I have some things I want to commission a blacksmith for, but I also need to run some errands and look for a specific magical item.
How about we negotiate to leave for Bone Grove tomorrow? It's after you've gotten everything done today.
Well, I would prefer to leave as soon as possible in order.
Okay. As soon as you're ready to go, I'm ready.
You are absolutely correct. We should head out as soon as possible. So as soon as you are done consuming
don't you want to go get your?
why don't we?
Oh boy.
But don't you get your stuff?
Are you okay?
I mean, I have some things I could pick up as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, be back in 6 hours?
sounds
Give or take, sure.
good to me.
Give you guys enough time to do stuff. I'm good to go.
Yes.
Okay. I know we already went through everything you wanted to do at the vault, Jacob, and all
Yep.
the negotiations and Faustian bargains made therein.
Yep.
Okay. What is your plans for collecting your things you would like to get at a blacksmith's shop and elsewhere?
So after like going into the vault and them saying them not having, specifically something that I am now looking for, are there any like magic item shops in the area, or the enchantment shops maybe?
There are shops that sell enchanted items. I wouldn't say that there's like a thrift store of only magic items, but there are shops that do have magical wares.
I will go into one
Okay.
and greet the shopkeeper, whoever they may be.
They are an older tiefling. He has kind of very small glasses kind of pushed to the tip of their nose. One of his horns seems to kind of be kind of rotated back, but there seems to be like heavy cracking towards the center of it. Their hair is a very light gray with speckles of a deeper black occasionally, and they used to be like very vibrantly red, but it has paled out with age to a sort of it's just a faded red.
I see. Greetings and well met.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Yes, to skip right to the chase, I suppose, and not waste any of our time. Do you have anything that can protect one from, let's say, scrying spells, or from people peeking at you who you do not want to be peeked at for a buy?
Oh, who's asking? What sorts of scrying magics are you trying to get involved with?
Oh no, I'm not trying to get involved with any of them. I'm trying to actively avoid them.
In which case you are involved. What sorts of eyes have you brought upon my shop here?
Oh no, none at all, at least that I know of. It's just lately I have saw the presence of what I believe to be a scrying orb. I haven't made any terrible enemies, to my knowledge. I believe that it might just be avid curiosity from the mages in this very town, but I would prefer to be left alone on certain occasions.
So you're going for a secrecy thing. Okay. We have some bits about that, but they're of high value and importance. Tell me, what's a person like you willing to pay for something along these lines?
Well, seeing as usually proof against detection, I believe is what it is normally called in the magic making business, I could part with a few hundred gold.
Alright. And you see this individual pull a small golden chain from around their neck, and you can see like interlaid inside of this chain is a thin strip of leather that runs all the way around this pendant that ends in this trying to think of the right word. It's almost like a flattened pearl. that has been pressed into the shape of a rectangle and has a gold filigree border around the outside that then just kind of clips in with this chain and leather strap around the neck. Few hundred gold, you say? I can make that work. This here is a bit of a personal protection here, but it can be yours for a nice 350 gold.
Would you mind if I inspect it first?
You're welcome to. It's
I'm
kept
gonna
me
cast Identify.
away from a couple prying, watching eyes for several years now.
Brilliant. And I would be more than amicable to discuss further payment as soon as I, make sure it is real. Let's say I don't think you're going to try jibbing me, but better safe than sorry, as I believe some people say. So does Identify tell me if it's real or not?
It is real. This is an item that is called a Veiler. I am trying to find... It works as an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Okay.
That is what it is.
Perfect. Okay. In that case, I'm more than willing to part with 300 gold for it.
That's not the price.
Alright, 325 money I am kind of short on at the moment, so I don't have, I want to save as every penny as possible. I have another business errand to attend to after this.
Go ahead and
that
roll
is-
persuasion. Or
is-
diplomacy.
Yeah, that is a 2 plus 2, so 4.
The price is 350 and he is firm on it.
Very well, it breaks my bank, but 350 as promised.
He will pass over the pendant to you. Yeah, it does require attunement.
Yep. Mind if I just add a amulet of proof against detection?
Yep, a detection and location.
Yep. Really? Okay. And since I'm here, do you have any other oddities or magic items, specifically ones that may not require attunement that could be of interest?
I've got a couple of the sort. But I mean, magic is always mutable. What sorts of enchantments are you looking for?
Well, if possible, it is hard to keep up with attunement slots. Something to expand that might be nice, but I know that dabbles more in mind magic, which is more rare in the world in general. I could use a second bag of holding if you have one available. Or anything else that you might think strikes my fancy.
I do happen to have a small bag that you would be able to purchase. 1 second. Okay, and they will head back to the back and pull out a small backpack, and they will bring it out towards you. It is a handy haversack.
Handy haversack.
I'd be willing to put this up for you for 250. I mean, if it is if this is in fact what you're looking for.
Yes, that is more than amicable. Sorry, I'm looking at handy haversack rules right now. I did not know this was a magic item. Yeah, it's just a backpack version of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Um. Well, seeing how I couldn't make a deal on the first one, perhaps you could go a little bit lower on this backpack. It is very nice, and I am interested, but I wouldn't be quite willing to pay 250.
Since you're getting to, go ahead and roll me another diplomacy.
All right. Much better. 20, not natural.
Okay. He'd be willing to talk you down to 200 for this.
I will give you 200 for it.
Okay.
Making a mental note right now, never to put the bag of holding inside the handy haversack.
Yep, that's a quick way to the astral sea.
I mean, if we need to go there, though.
It's not guaranteeing that you're going to end up in the same space, just scattered across space.
Yeah.
Along with everything that was inside of both of those items. But it would be a fast way there.
No, yeah, totally. Plus, it's nice having it in backpack form. It's less easy to feel, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There, move this here. Sorry, I'm managing inventory so sad.
It's all good.
Okay. With that, I think I am more than happy to leave our transaction the way it is. Could you by chance point me to a blacksmith in the area?
Hang on a second, I need to check my notes because I do have a trade blacksmith written down. I just don't remember their name. That's that's important to note. Yes. I don't particularly. What's your sort of fortune, traveler?
What's my what?
Fortune. What's your luck?
Could you explain that in more detail, please? I'm not sure what you're asking.
I know a guy who's probably capable of some of the stuff that you're looking for, but a little bit the eccentric sort.
I see.
A little bit not the safest parts of town. What's your luck?
I still don't understand what you mean by what's your luck. Is this a euphemism of some kind, or a turn of phrase I'm unfamiliar with?
If I point you in their direction, how lucky are you to be able to get in and get out without any of it coming back to me?
Oh, fairly, especially now that I am going to attune to this right here. I point to the amulet. I'm fairly confident.
Alright.
And I don't need anything like too extraordinary if you want to point me towards a like local blacksmith. If you prefer this friend of yours, I'm more than willing to make a deal with them in one way or another.
We've got a small deal going back a while, but
Oh,
what sorts of things are you looking for? Because my guy is a bit special.
Yes, Well, first off, I have a few weapons and armors I have to unload for fairly cheap, you know. At least you should be able to get scrap from them. And then I want some special things made, if possible, for myself. It
Special
is
things
rather
made is
hard.
good.
It is rather hard to lug all this equipment around in such inconvenient satchels, and this armament itself is fairly heavy and hard to walk in.
So you're looking for something that's kind of a one-time use thing, just to kind of.
Not exactly. I mean, one time talk to and like see if I can make deal with, you know, with such and such. But mostly, I'm looking for raw materials and special ordered, probably gauntlets as well as a shield of some kind.
Yeah, that would be him. If you head down the tunnels, you're looking for Vex. You're gonna hear the dinging of an anvil. Just follow that sound and you'll find your way to his domain.
Very well. Thank you so much.
I didn't tell you anything. You never heard his name from me. But if you see him, tell him his friends up high say hi.
Okay, I will in fact do that for you. And I will walk down the tunnel.
Okay. Before we rotate back over to there, Zagra Subaki, Zace.
Yes.
You've got 6 hours. What are you doing? What?
Ah.
Okay, let's just go down the list. Is there an alchemy shop around?
Alchemy.
You're really
You're
going
able
to
to-
get that sadistic rabbit all the things on his list, aren't you?
There are some potion sellers, yes.
Okay.
Can't wait to see what happens.
I have 19 vials of phase spider blood and an eye.
And an eye.
What can I get for that?
19 vials of phase spider blood. That would run you about 2 gold apiece. And the eye, I am assuming, of a phase spider.
Yes.
They'd take it for 3.
So 19 times 2 plus 3.
Yes.
Cool. Do you have any healing potions?
They do have a couple, yes. They have standard healing potions priced at 50, and then they have greater at 75. And there are several of each.
Okay, I'm back. I had to sneeze.
It's all good.
So we got standard health potions and
Greater.
what else? I'm sorry.
Greater. You have regular healing potions and greater healing potions. The regular ones are 50 gold apiece. The greater ones are 75.
Can I do 4 greater healing potions?
Okay. They will pass those over to you. Total is going to be 200 gold. Oh, sorry, greater, you said. 4 greater, so that
Greater,
would be
yes.
300.
I already did the math. Okay, that's going to be very useful. And then someone else, I hope, will buy some regular.
How many of the regular ones? are there?
There are several available.
How many?
Over a dozen.
I think name your name and amount.
Yeah.
All right.
There's over a dozen.
And how much are they?
50
A
apiece.
piece? I'm gonna take all of them for 600.
Okay, go ahead and add 12 to your inventory then.
Yep.
12 regular healing potions.
We're always needing them, so.
I mean, to be fair, we don't
It's
have like
better
a
than-
designated healer, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, I realize we're not keeping track of just plain regular ammunition, but I still want to see a Fletcher and buy arrows just to say I've bought arrows.
You have bought arrows.
Cool.
You have restocked and resupplied. You have the finest in pointy bits attached to long wooden... pointy sticks attached to long wooden poles with feathers at the back. You have arrows.
I have restocked on pointy thing at end of stick.
Yes.
And then the last thing I need to do is try to find Bigby and talk to him about a phase spider's ethereal spindle.
Okay.
Is Bigby around?
That sounds like a euphemism.
It really does. Now that you say that, but like it's not. Is Bigby around? Let me check on who is off planet. Give me 1 second.
He was here before.
They have teleportation magic.
Fair enough. Well, if Bigby's off-world, I could try someone else.
To be fair, if I had teleportation magic, you would find it pretty hard to find me in any one spot ever.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have them hook up our house whenever we get over there.
Bigby has gone to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
The moon? Is that what you said?
That's what I...
Space!
Oh, space. Frick. Man, I got the quote wrong. Sorry.
Okay, Bigby is in fact on planet.
Cool.
Let me go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
The question is, can I find him?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Nat 20, baby.
Yeah, baby!
Okay, yeah.
He's behind you right now.
Imagines Bigby's office. Opens door to Bigby's office.
You do not have security clearance for that.
No, I wouldn't think so.
That said, during the midday meal, you are absolutely able to find Bigby kind of quickly making his way out. You see that he has kind of attached to the back of his wrist a bit of like a copper bracelet that has different shafts that clip onto the different bones of his fingers, like just kind of clipping around each of the different parts and just kind of moving with his hands. And on one of them it's just always kind of like he's just kind of fidgeting a little bit, but he does come grab a little bit of food and begin to head back towards a door to his office, or to his laboratory, which would be the proper way to say it.
To the laboratory!
It's a question because upon not seeing him eat at the dining hall, Zagreb would get suspicious. Does he touch the ground?
Yes, he does.
Cool. Big bait.
Oh. Yes, you. You were the
Hi.
mind flayer one. Well, no, you weren't the
no,
mind flayer.
yeah.
You were the one who found it. But yes, you. I remember you.
Yes. Hi. So
Yes.
I have this thing, and Dramish said to talk to you about it.
All right. You have my attention.
I have pulled out an ethereal spindle.
You see him kind of flip down a pair of glasses, and they have a small rotator, almost like a flintlock, like a 6-shooter pistol, over one of the eyes, but it will just kind of cycle in between these different lenses as he kind of flicks his fingers around in the air around it, and just kind of there's just a small clicking periodically as he's examining it at different points.
I get what he's doing.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
It's also just completely remote. So he has, if you could see invisible, he has basically a menagerie of mage hands kind of around him
I
at
was
all
thinking
times.
that's what you did. I'm like, he's just got tons of mage hands around him. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
They are invisible, but like occasionally there's like a small wisp, and you can see them kind of just moving around him, and he's just kind of like commanding them all simultaneously to do work around him. Yes, this is a rather intricate piece here. Oh, that's
You have to wonder when the last time one of those backhanded him accidentally.
slight imperfections there across the metathabular region. Interesting. Are you looking to perhaps part with this, or are you looking to have something made with it? Because I could see both being equally intoxicating options.
Let's go with just selling.
Selling.
Gain it off my hands. That's
Yes.
what you said, right? Or
Oh yes, I can absolutely do that for you. Tell you what. This thing.
I can absolutely buy your flux capacitor, yes.
That's basically what he said.
If you see this part right here, and he will kind of point to it, and there is a slight crystalline facet there. There is a slight, I mean, it's very faint, but it is a small carbonic strip in the middle of this thoracic cavity, and that throws it a little bit off balance. So it's not going to be worth your, the prime, like what a kind of top of the line farm bred phase spider sort of spindle would be. But I would be more than happy able to get this to you for about 300 gold pieces.
Is he a used car salesman? 'Cause
And Tsubaki's like, no.
No, he is not a
We
used
risk-
car salesman, but he knows his stuff.
We risked our lives. Fought like what, 6 spiders? Was it 6 spiders? It was like 6.
I think it was 8.
It was 8 spiders. So I'm telling you this now, it is no less than 800.
Well, if this
the
is the only one you
rarity,
collected off of it, that's rather unfortunate.
That's all we
No.
had.
Ignore her. I didn't even know she was there. I'll take it.
300?
Hey,
It's a deal.
Can't you
Yes.
negotiate? Darn.
Thank you.
I imagine as Zagreus making this deal, Tsubaki just notices it is running up. Kind of, but
Thank God.
yes, 300. He will absolutely pay it, and he will take it. And as he takes it and it begins heading back towards the door, you see it open for a bit, and there is just this long library kind of corridor with this vague steampunk aesthetic. There are typewriters all over the place that are typing all on their own, and is a giant oscillating planetarium and orrery kind of in the center of it as he's mapping different alignments, and you can see different bits of arcane sigils just kind of flaring and sparking all over that, creating different quick bits of maps here and there. And it is just a brief bit before he closes the door behind him, thanking you for your time. But yeah, no, it's a very heavy kind of wooden interior with kind of deep emerald felt and kind of honestly just gemstone inlays, but kind of deep blacks and greens,
I could get behind.
And copper accents just everywhere, and mechanical sounds just kind of ticking everywhere.
I just have in my notes in all caps, Bigby has a cool office now. I want to infiltrate it, but I don't think we have time. Another day, perhaps.
Another day, perhaps.
Another day, perhaps, we can commit crime.
At the very least, I have gotten close and personal with Bigby. I can, theoretically, impersonate Bigby.
Nice.
That is theoretically possible.
Alright.
That's it for me. Yep.
I honestly had nothing else to do. I just I decided to stay in the mess hall and play a few things and just bide my time waiting for everyone.
Has my orb come back yet?
No, it has not yet. It has been several days, but it's about half to 2/3 of the way through its journey. It has not quite been that long.
Just checking.
No, that's fair. That's very fair.
It's useful.
Zace, anything that you have today? In the 6 hours before you enlist someone to teleport you out?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not like the others. I have like a shopping list and stuff. I'm just like, I don't know, take care of my weapons and stuff.
Fair enough. So with that, then I suppose we will rotate back to Echo, heading down into the roots.
Alright.
You were with Jayertzi when you did this previously. So while this is a new experience for you, Echo, this is not a new experience for you, Jacob.
Yeah.
You make your way down these twisting roots and you make your way down this staircase and into this sort of twisting mega structure that exists underneath the city, with just large brown bark and roots that have intertwined and become their own inhabitant that has been cut and bored through, has been twisted and reshaped, and just shows a bit of an undercity lifestyle. But as you are making your way through there, you do hear occasionally, just off in the distance, just the casual tings of a hammer on an anvil.
Okay. I will approach those tings.
Okay. Go ahead and... what's your passive perception modifier?
My
Just your passive perception, sorry.
Yeah. Passive perception is 11.
11? Okay, I have to roll a stealth check. That's not good. Okay, interesting.
My passive investigation is 15.
That's great.
Passive insight 11.
Are you attuned to the amulet? Now.
To the what?
The amulet.
Yes, I was attuning to that immediately.
Gotcha.
I wish I could attune to more things.
It's one of the metrics for balance.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hello. Do I see anyone sneaking around? I heard an oh no after asking for a perception check. So,
Oh no, it's okay. I'll get to that.
okay.
Yes.
Greetings. Your friend from above sends his love or something. Uh, Friend from above says hello.
As you come around, it's a figure you've seen before. You've interacted with this individual from afar, having witnessed a previous dealing.
Where?
They're humanoid. They're kind of just tinkering away, pounding on bits of copper and getting them into this sort of collapsible gear artifice that just kind of has different facets that roll up, down, and around at different angles. You can see a couple of spring-loaded mechanisms along the part that seem to spiral inward and then kind of catch itself onto a bearing that just loops around, that kind of does a perpetual motion cycle for a little bit. Upon you approaching and mentioning, they look up and you have, oh yes, one moment there, and let me kind of, one moment, and they will pull off their helmet that they are kind of using to shield their eyes from the different sparks and such that are coming off of different equipment that they have burrowed around, and they will make their way over to you. And you see they kind of put on this slightly floppy hat, but just generally casual. And this, yes. So he sent you. I am Vex, proprietor of my own little workshop here. If you are coming here looking for different smithing and artifice needs, I am your guy. What sorts of craft are you looking for today?
Well, first off, I was hoping to unload some weapons and armaments to you to see if I could get anything for them.
General price is going to be about 3 silver apiece. So
that works for me. Awesome. I'll give you all my great clubs, so 3 of them. I have 2 great swords. I'm going to keep one of those. I have a javelin, which I'm going to keep. I have 6 of those, actually. I have 2 morning stars, 2 quarterstaffs. Might as well keep 1 quarterstaff just to be safe. And then I have 3 light crossbows and 2 short swords.
Okay. For a total of how many items?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
13? Okay. 13 times 3, that's 39. He'll round up and just give you 40 silver for the lot, so 4 gold pieces.
Heck yeah. Works for me. Honestly, mostly just wanted to get rid of them, if I'm being completely honest with you.
There's always a use for him down here. And you can see that he has similar weapons across that are kind of interwoven into a back wall, but each of them have different modifications to them. Like there is a broadsword, but attached to a back end, it almost looks like a bear trap. That just kind of, as soon as the sword would hit, it would catch back, and then the trap would spring around the sword and kind of just encompass something. It looks incredibly unwieldy, but it does look functional. Like this thing does not look balanced in the slightest.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. I forgot I had that. Man, it's been a while since I looked in my inventory. I have a water skin full of vermio from a long time ago.
I know exactly what that is.
Yep.
And he does not have a use for it. He does not. He would not
Oh yeah, no,
recognize
no,
it.
I'm not selling that. I just realized I had it, and I was like, wow, huh. Also, that reminds me, I'm not gonna do it right now, but at some point I want to investigate the handy haversack, just to be safe. Both see if there's anything extra in it, and see if there's any other gimmicks that shopkeeper might have done to it. But anyway, that's right after this.
Okay.
So first off, hello. I am. You can call me Etch if you'd like. I was wondering, do you have any specifically light armaments that I could take a look at, see if I could, wear them for light armor purposes. If they do something extra, that's even more great. I got recommended to you highly. I also have a special request for a shield and perhaps some gauntlets if you can.
Right. So you said light armaments.
Yes.
I mean, I've got some pieces of leather that could be whipped up into something for you overnight. I'm not. I can't say I'm one who deals much in armor.
Yes. That's totally reasonable. I can go elsewhere for it. Simple leather armor would work for me anyway. In that case, can I talk to you about shield or gauntlets that I was asking for? Specifically, a shield that could, perchance, barricade itself into the ground, or a shield that could maybe block magical effects more easily.
Barricade itself into the ground. That's an interesting claim or an interesting request. I can't say I've heard it before. I mean, any shield can kind of burrow itself into the ground if you push it hard enough, but
Oh yes, I know. I mean a shield specifically made for that, either by special electronic make or by just having the bottom edge easier to use as a shovel to dig itself deep in. More for barricading or for, enhanced protection while keeping both hands free.
I mean, I do have a tower shield that someone sold off here a bit ago. I haven't gotten a chance to make any sort of adjustments or anything, but I would be willing to part ways.
Very good, very good. And what exactly does the tower shield do?
Mechanically, it's a shield, but it is a tall shield that is roughly 4 to 5 feet tall. That is it's your kind of standard paladin's shield.
I see, I see. That might just work. And lastly, do you have raw materials that I could buy off of you?
I've got some. What sorts of things are you looking for in specific?
Well, your classic steel, iron, perhaps adamantium, if you have it.
That one there is a bit of a
Yes,
special.
I realize this. And then any special ingots that you have that might have interesting properties to them, I am interested in.
I mean, I can hook you up with a little bit of copper, a little bit of steel. The adamantine is going to run you a pretty penny. And funky rocks, I try and stay out of. That's a seller's
more than-
market.
Okay, how much for, let's say, a pound of copper, first of all?
Pound of copper.
Or ingots, however you prefer.
Okay, I can work with ingots. I mean, we have. If you're looking for scrap copper, I'm willing to get you that for 3 gold pieces. Nah, 2. 2 works good for a pound of copper.
Alright. So, essentially an ingot's about 20 pounds, correct?
No, it's 5 to 10.
Oh, okay. Can I confirm, Andrew? Is that for this?
He has ingots in different sizes. If you're looking for like a 1 pound ingot, he would be able to get you that for about 1 gold piece. But his standard is in the 2.5 to 3 pound range. But he does carry some that are heavier.
All right. In that case, how much for? Let's just keep it simple. 20 pounds. 20 pounds total.
20 pounds. Default run about 20. I'd be willing to get you that for about 18
18
gold.
gold. Okay.
20 pounds of copper. That's going to be eaten into a healthy bit of my resources, but
no, I completely.
I'd be willing to make some deals, especially since I don't have to be forging it.
All right. Would you settle for 15 then?
Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
All right. Nat 20, baby!
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Wow.
Today is the day
Wow.
to get whatever we want, guys.
15. He
I
will.
haven't
He
even
will
done a
accept
roll
a 15.
All right.
I
will
have
hand-
not done a roll. I need to do one.
Here, I'm not going to take away any gold yet. I'm just going to keep the numbers, so at the end of the deal, I can just take away that.
Okay.
Okay, now moving on to silver and gold, as well as iron, and adamantium. Although I know that one's going to be steeper.
How much silver are you looking for?
20 pounds will be fine again.
That's gonna run you about 10 gold. Wait, no, sorry. Silver,
I'm like,
20 pounds of copper is 15, and he'd be willing to part with it for that. He would be willing to go probably about 50 to 75
okay.
for the silver.
All right.
And that would be more on the higher end.
Yes, can I possibly get you down to a 30 by chance?
For the silver, no. That is outside of the range.
All right. Totally fair. Okay, I'm willing to go 50.
Since you're going for like a big bulk purchase, he'll work with the 50 on there.
Okay. And now for the gold, let's say same 20 pounds.
That's going to get into the around 250 to 300.
Oh boy.
Lots of people want gold-plated things.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do some quick math real quick. How much you say you wanted it for 20 pounds?
For 20 pounds of gold, he would quote you. He would start off at 275, and you could probably talk him down to 260.
Um, 260.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just make it even 250 just for my math?
Sure.
Sweet. Okay. Thank you.
With all of these crazy
Please.
natural 20s, I'm willing to be pretty lenient
Awesome.
for the math.
Then the iron.
Iron.
Let's say everything 20 pounds.
Everything of 20 pounds. Iron, he would go for 135.
Can I do 125 again just for my math?
Sure. Since you're buying a lot of stuff in bulk.
Yep. And this next one's going to be a high rise anyway, so adamantium.
20 pounds of that would cost you beyond 4 figures.
Oh,
How
wow.
much? Yeah, give me a price estimate if you will.
Okay. He would be willing to sell you
Does
20...
this guy even?
He does not have 20 pounds of adamantium.
Sorry.
But if he
that's what I
did...
was about to ask.
But if he did, he would quote you in the around 7,500 range for 20 pounds.
Okay, do you have 2 pounds?
Let me roll. Gosh, that's a natural 18. So 2 pounds is reasonable, but you would be buying out his stock.
Okay. And
he would.
Wow.
How much would 2 pounds?
2 pounds would go for 900. And he really wouldn't be very flexible on that price.
How much did he say?
900.
Okay. You know what? I won't haggle with this one. I'll take the 900.
Okay. $900. You have 2 pounds of adamantine.
Yeah.
Adamantium.
And that's a lot of adamantine. Like even I believe, right? Like even like suits of armor of adamantine use.
No,
Not
suits
that
of armor would use like more than 2 pounds.
Yeah,
Suits
yeah,
of armor
more than
weigh
2 pounds,
a
but, like,
good bit.
10 pounds ish.
What are they gonna
Because
do with it?
It's an especially light material, isn't it? For like how bulk like compared to its hardness.
It
Or am I getting
is.
that wrong?
There are some metals that are significantly lighter, but adamantine is primarily prized for its durability. It does have a. It can be stretched incredibly thin. It's sort of like a graphene type material, where you can get a lot out of a little bit, but it is also going to. Once again, it's stretching, so it's incredibly tough, but the more you spread it out, the weaker it is going to be. So if you make an entire suit of armor or like get it plated with just 2 pounds of adamantine, it would be better than normal armor, but it would not be like a full set of adamantine armor.
Yeah. Makes sense. But could 2 pounds say make like a sword?
That's much more on the reasonable side. You'd probably end up getting the actual hilt, or at least the handle, done in different materials. But you would definitely be able to get a long blade and a solid tang out of a 2 pound adamantine block. But you'd also have to have a forge master or a blacksmith who is comfortable and capable of dealing with that sort of material. Which, that's not always very common because it is rather rare.
It's adamantium.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Um.
What other precious metals do you seek?
Okay. So far.
Uranium
that is-
235.
I mean, do you have it? If you got uranium,
He does not have uranium. He rolled a 4.
Right now I'm down 1,340. Okay. In that case,
Where are you putting all of this raw metal?
in my bag of holding.
Okay, because note the weights, because I know the handy
Oh, yeah,
haversack
I
is
got this
80
thing.
pounds.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can put everything in except the adamantine.
Okay.
Oh wait, the handy haversack 80 pounds. How much is the regular bag of holding?
I do not have that off the top of my head. Let me check.
500 pounds.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah. And the handy haversack says 120. I mean, I'm more than willing.
Large central pouch is 80 pounds, and then the side pouches are each 20. So 2 side pouches of 20, so that's 40. So yeah, 120 total.
Okay, cool. But I'm putting all this in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Including
Including the haversack? No.
No, not the haversack. I'm putting the ingots in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, let's see. This is kind of like one of the main reasons why I came, and I forget if I really want this or not. Could you point me now that I've traded with all of these? Could you point me to the way of a jeweler by chance, or a gemsmith or polisher, anything like that, in the area?
I mean, I've got some experience in it. What sorts of things are you looking for?
Specifically one that trades in diamonds.
Diamonds. You're gonna probably have
Also,
your...
I am marking down the total of this transaction, 1340, off of my gold total.
Okay.
Jacob, you may not
Didn't
remember this,
Dramage
but
say you get diamond
Dramage,
bits?
yeah, Dramage was supposed to give you a bag of diamond dust. I haggled for that.
Oh, sweet.
In
How
our-
much did he give me?
I don't know how much he's gonna give you. I haggled for at least a bag.
Okay, this is after I talked with him, so I don't have that.
Yeah.
How much was that, Andrew?
As far as your payment goes, he was willing to pay you in either just gold outright or with gemstones. And so if there are diamonds that you need, he can basically substitute them at a 1 gold piece per differential. So how many gold were you wanting to translate into diamonds?
Well, if he's doing 1-to-1, then I'm not going to be interested.
I was like, I thought I got you at least a bag of dust, though.
Oh, you got me one? Like you
Yeah,
have one?
I thought I asked him to give you a bag of dust.
Oh, did he? I don't have it
I
marked
thought I
down.
did, at least.
If it's not on your character sheet, you would not have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it right now.
Alright.
It's very
I
possible
don't
that was
remember
brought up
this.
in some point of conversation, but
Because I knew he was really adamant about getting the diamond dust, and we never got around to doing that.
It's all good. That's what I'm about to head off and do right now. If possible, I would like to purchase a lot of diamond dust, or diamonds just in general, and I can powder them myself.
okay.
Do you know of someone who has a large supply of them, by chance?
Your best bet would be the vault with the circle. Like there are places where you can get some diamonds, specifically those that would be tied to resurrection magics, but those would run around 300 or 500 a piece.
Yep.
Individually, and so if
Yep.
you're just looking for raw diamonds, your best bet would be to kind of trade them in 1-to-1 for your gold at the vaults.
Okay. In that case, I'll can we rewind and like go back to the vaults where
Sure.
I can haggle with
Yeah.
diamond stuff?
Okay.
Okay. Can I get?
Rewind.
I would like some diamond dust, and I need a lot of, or just you know what? Give me the diamonds in general, and I need a lot of them.
Considering you have haggled a lot for the things in the vault here,
Yeah.
this is going to be an
we can do
incredibly
1-to-1.
difficult bid.
We can do 1-to-1 if
Okay.
you'd like. I have. Can I get? You know what? It's gonna be important anyway. Can I get 3,000 worth of diamonds?
Sure.
Sweet. Okay.
Wow. How many gold did we have at the very beginning? I forgot.
You gave us 75 apiece.
I'm basically.
Oh.
7,500.
Yeah.
I gave them all to cats, so
Yeah.
I only have 100.
I did not give him all, but I did give you a bit.
But you are able to pick up 3,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do 3,600 and just basically use the rest.
Okay.
Well, not the rest, but you know, more.
Okay.
3,600. That's it. Oh, that's so much money.
It really is.
Remember when we had money? Or I remember when I had money. Now I have none. Well, I don't have none. I have quite a bit of money, but not as much as I used to. Okay.
I have money, just not as much as I used to.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
the truth for all of us.
Okay. That is all I want to do. I am cool with going back to everyone and and getting ready for the teleportation.
Okay.
And yes, I have the amulet of proof against detection equipped, attuned, and it is like hidden around my neck with my scarf.
Okay. Good to know. As you are making your way towards the, are you all heading back towards the palace, or
Yeah.
reconvening there?
Yeah.
I
I'd
guess
say
we'll
so.
meet in the lunchroom.
Well,
I
that
feel like we always meet in the lunchroom.
that
It's
is
just
one
a
of the
really
main.
great common area.
It's one of the main thoroughfares, and it gets used as a common area. So it is not specifically
we
a
all know
lunchroom.
where that
but
is,
yes,
too.
yes.
So
It is a very useful common area that it serves multiple purposes. Okay.
And just so you know, just for notes, I'm adding 1 pound of, for instance, I'm doing 1 pound of copper, and then I'm adding 20 of it, just to make, my life
Okay.
easier whenever we start using it.
Hey, I trust that you are going to be keeping track of your inventory very well.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of really odd stuff in there, and it needs to make as much sense for you.
Yep.
I'm also very curious what you're
can
going to be using all of these things for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially the diamond. I know you've been wanting that diamond dust for like what, months now?
Well, the diamond dust is also preventative. Like if you ask me, or I will literally say like, oh yeah, if any of one of us die, it can bring us back.
Oh,
Can you?
Like that.
Can
Well,
you?
that's one of the things I can do with it, but it's one of the things
Diamonds can be turned into bring you back from the dead stones.
yeah. I don't think I have the spell for
Oh.
it yet.
Okay.
Andrew,
Yeah,
That's
it
what I was
gets a bit-
meaning.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one
what I
of
was
the things
asking. you.
I'm learning and
How?
taking.
Okay.
Can we have revivify?
I think Tsubaki does, or at least did at one point.
Do I have what?
Revivify.
It is a bard spell. I'm pretty sure.
Do I have
And
Revivify?
can I really quick check
Yes.
the handy havershack to make sure there's no...
I do
fiddling
not have that.
with it?
At least not
Sure.
in this campaign.
Go ahead and roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
Okay. I haven't added anything from my backpack to it yet. I just want to make sure. That is a 19 plus 8.
Wait, who's the one rolling the d20? I thought it was Spock.
27.
What's the plus 8 from? It was just a d20.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was like Arcana.
Nope.
Because I was... Okay, my bad.
Just a
It's
straight
19
d20.
total.
D20 for luck.
Oh, okay. 19 total.
Okay. As you're opening up the different pouches, there is a very thin, needle-like ornate dagger that falls out of one of the side pockets.
Oh. Okay.
It has a rather sinister look to it.
This has my fingerprints on it now.
Yes, it does.
Throw it into your bag of holding and pray no one finds it.
Is it just a dagger? What's up with it? Sinister looking.
It is a rather sinister-looking dagger.
Is there blood on it?
There is not blood on it, but it looks like it has had...
Can
Well, I mean, like, it's...
identify on it?
It doesn't have blood actively on it, but it looks like it has had blood on it in general.
It looks like a steady
it.
murder weapon.
It definitely does look like a murder weapon.
Yeah.
Feels like any dagger, but yes.
Wipe and go. Wipe and go.
How do you go about...
What?
How do you go about identifying it once it comes out?
Oh, I cast identify on it.
Right. All right. Walk me through the steps, the minutia.
How do
Do
you
you touch
identify
it?
this dagger?
How so?
I cast identify.
I know. I know that part. Not
I
completely
cast
crazy.
identify, Go Yu-Gi-Oh!
Without touching it, because I feel like this is one of the main things. Like, never touch a weird-looking dagger. It's just bad news. I am going to cast identify.
Okay.
Touchy.
I don't know if this thing is
We've already
cursed
touched
or
it,
if
right?
it has like a special tracker on
It,
it.
like,
Like,
fell
I
out-
haven't put
yeah,
anything in this bag yet, and I'm not going to until I'm sure that both this bag and this dagger is now safe.
Okay. It is a...
Are you doing this in front of us?
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
don't mind. I'll do it in front of y'all.
It is a
just wondering.
rather sinister-looking dagger that does have a magical enchantment on it.
Catch?
Nub.
So I
Are you done
bought
with the
some
magic?
items today, and one of them has this strange dagger that just fell out of it. I wouldn't touch it. I am in the middle of identifying it currently.
I wasn't planning to touch
Okay.
anything that is magically enhanced, but yes. At least
Um,
that's
Well,
scarily
let us know.
looking.
this dagger is cursed.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
now we know.
Oh.
And you've touched it.
It has an enchantment on it that should you pick it up, whenever you cast a spell, it has a 10% chance of just immediately slashing out and nullifying the spell upon casting.
Oh.
And it cannot be dropped.
Oh, hey,
So if you-
Jace,
So if
this
you
is the perfect item for you.
Wait, why? How? How is this perfect? Wait, I don't understand.
like once you
Well-
pick it up, you cannot let go of it. And then if you cast a spell while holding the dagger, there is a 10% chance it will lash out and just nullify that spell.
I don't use spells, and
I
I,
know, that
do
makes
not
sense.
use
You
daggers.
don't.
I guess to be fair, it is in general like okay for you, but it's not gonna like be good.
Yep.
Um,
You might want
I
to
mean,
take
I
that
don't
over to
use
Jane's
daggers.
hand.
Can we just turn it into the proper magic authorities around here?
I don't
Bless
know. I
you.
kind of want to keep it.
What if we
Hey,
accidentally
let's
make
want
them
it.
hold it? What if we make
Hey,
like a magic
Mordekainen.
person hold it? Yeah. Honestly.
Dagger for me.
Can
Can
you
you
do
hold
this
it?
on
Can
me?
you hold this for me?
No,
For
can
just a
you pick
second
this
while
up
I go
for
like-
me? Oh my god.
Oh, can I okay, either retcon or can I like run back to the blacksmith real quick and grab 20 pounds of lead?
Sure.
Okay, cool. How much?
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna.
1,200.
What is
1,200
lead for?
Lead is anti-magic.
Holy
So we
Oh.
would make anti-magic stuff with it.
yeah.
Oh.
20 pounds of lead. That's 1,200.
Fine. How much for 5?
5 pounds.
Yeah, I'm
Did
dying
he use
here,
all the
man.
money on the diamonds?
Almost all
He
of my
did.
money's gone, my dude.
Okay. 5
I
pounds.
could give you
equals-
100. Do you want 100 donation?
No, it's fine. It's fine, Sace.
He would be willing to sell you 5 pounds. Sorry, I'm doing my math.
That is hard.
Yeah.
And it's been really big.
So 6 to 3. 5 pounds.
Yeah,
He would
too
be
much
willing to
math.
go for 300.
300? Can I get 250 maybe?
Oh,
I've been
just
trying.
take a donation.
Roll
Just take a
diplomacy.
donation. I use
Alright.
gold.
I'm so sorry. That's not very good. That's 3.
He's firm on the 300.
Alright, take 300. I'm dying here. Okay. Gave
What
me
does that
300.
leave you with?
Money. It leaves me with some.
Some.
It leaves me with money.
Ooh.
You are no longer the richest duck in Duckburg.
But you have 5 pounds
mean,
of
what?
lead.
Yeah.
You have 5 pounds
What
of lead.
can we do with?
Okay.
I
Sweet.
realize we
chuck
don't
that
need
at
much
people.
lead to make something anti-magic, but what can we do with 5 pounds of lead?
Well, I have it for now.
You can weigh down papers with it.
You get
Mhm.
lead
Bullets out of it.
poisoning.
We
You
can
can
lick
make
it.
stained glass
Shave it
windows
and
out of
poison
it.
a man.
It tastes really good if you lick it.
You can write with it.
That's true.
Theoretically.
Okay. That's everything
Do
I
you
bought.
think if I chuck it at a Feywild rabbit, it'll kill it?
Plans for the future.
It probably makes a very effective Feywild trap.
Yeah.
Oh. This Feywild is magic.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
But anyway,
like idea.
without touching the dagger directly, can I wrap it in like some cloth?
Sure.
Okay.
Be careful, please.
Yup, I
Please?
gotcha.
You could just leave it
I
here
would-
and wait for just some kid to pick it up.
No.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh dear God.
The thing is, I do want to keep it, but I don't want to touch it.
Sit here and wait around for
you
some
do-
kid to pick it up has the same energy as the hand of Vecna in an alley.
Yes.
Do you have Mage Hand? Can you pick it up with Mage Hand?
I do not have Mage Hand
Oh.
currently known.
I've got Mage Hand.
Oh.
I don't want to put this in any of the packs or the bag of holding.
You kind of might want to wrap that up in something before you put it in there.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up in like a very thick cloth.
Okay.
I mean, I have
Question.
spare cloth from
Yes.
wardrobe
Yeah.
cases.
Yep.
So.
The warning says if someone holds it, but what if Mari just like picks it up with their mouth?
It would be stuck
Is
in
that
Mari's
holding
mouth.
it?
Yes.
Okay, just ask. It's like
Alright.
that's
Mari
not
would have a
hand.
dagger stuck in their mouth.
No, I would not. No.
That creature has a dagger, run! Like that's what makes it scary, you know. That it's the dagger. Not
That's
that,
what
you know,
finally makes the Trask scary. Look out, it's got
No,
a
I-
knife.
Yeah,
It's got a
I
knife.
think that'd be so
What?
cute.
No, I don't.
What have you got? A knife! No!
Okay,
No!
can you describe the dagger again?
It is a rather sinister looking needle thin dagger. There is a small ruby gem on the pommel. There is not much of any sort of hilt or crossguard. It is a very thin, deep dark dyed leather grip around the handle. It is primarily designed for quick thrusts. It is, as far as the enchantment goes, as soon as you touch it, it becomes bound in your hand permanently, and it has a 10% chance to nullify any magical spell cast while you are holding the dagger. It looks incredibly sinister.
Is it a spell focus?
It technically could count as a spell focus,
Oh, fun. Okay.
which is incredibly funny, given its abilities.
Yeah.
But it's also duplicitous in that manner.
And can I make sure when nullifying a spell, do you still get rid of the spell slot, or
Yep.
does it cancel? Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. Whenever you cast a spell, you mark it off as though you cast it, and then you roll a d20. On a roll of a 1 or a 2, the spell has no effect.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm just putting this down in my inventory.
Yep,
I'm
no,
not
it's
putting it in the haversack though.
where it came out of.
Yeah, I am keeping
Be
it just
careful.
in my non-magic inventory. Spell.
Is that all that's in there?
Okay. I mean, that's all that I could check. That's all that I found. Is there anything else?
Let's hope there's
Andrew?
nothing
That is
else.
the only thing that was remaining in the haversack.
Okay. And can I confirm that the haversack isn't like have a second dimension put into it, like for stealing stuff?
How would you go about doing that?
I cast identify in.
It is a
Yeah.
handy haversack.
Okay.
There is no. It is a handy haversack. There is nothing else about it that is
Okay. Cool.
There's
enchanted.
no funny business going on here.
As far as you
I
can
just
tell,
wanna make
correct.
sure.
Except for
Andrew.
a weird dagger.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put anything important into the handy haversack. I'll put my miscellaneous goods, but not
Did-
my big stuff.
Did you take the tower shield?
We were talking about it, but it did I changed my mind about it.
Okay. Fair point. As far as the design on it, you would recognize it as an emblem of the Cobalt Lancers.
Oh,
He bought it off of them.
oh, that's cool. Okay.
Just a small bit of.
Hey Zephyr,
point
are
of
you
fun.
proficient with shields?
Probably not.
Alright, never mind.
Zace
No.
might be.
I'm pretty sure Zace definitely is.
I used to be.
A
but then I
proficient
changed.
with shield?
Are you?
Yeah, light armor, medium armor, shields, simple weapons, and martial weapons.
Nice. I used to be proficient in shields, but then I changed.
Why?
We
Why'd you
haven't
just
told
forget
you.
that?
Because
I went
Ketch
full with
died.
it.
Because Ketch
And
died
who
and the
are you?
barbarian side was lost.
Well, no, player knows that. This is this. Wait. Is this?
That
Is
was,
this?
that was Jacob talking.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I
gotcha.
thought.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
like
that was
in
Jacob
canon.
talking.
Yeah, that was me. Hello,
Okay.
I'm Jacob. Although I will say, like in canon, my voice has changed slightly to be more Jacob.
You got like a cold or something, and it changed your voice. Catch went
Definitely.
through like puberty or something like that.
Yeah.
Again.
Catch went puberty finally happened, guys.
Ah!
You know, orcs, it just happens really late.
Catch was a
and
little
very
slower.
fast.
And it is very harsh.
Rapidly and yet really fast. Practically overnight.
I know.
But it's like it's still you fit all of like a year's worth of puberty into one day, so it's like it sucks.
Honestly, that would be
That's-
like be a terrible day, but like then it would be over.
Yeah, that's fair. Anywho, teleportation time.
Yeah, we're leaving.
It's that theme of people talking about how we should be glad that blizzards are slow and that we don't just get a shit ton of snowfall all at once in giant sheet.
I mean, from an architectural perspective, yes. From a I want to get winter over, sure, no.
Ugh.
You are able to find someone who will help you teleport out. It would be Drawmage.
Cool.
Drawmage would be the one who would teleport you guys to where you want to go.
Can
Hey,
we...
buddy.
Okay, first things first with the tower.
Bone Grove, yeah.
Specifically where he got hit.
Hey, Drawmage, you want to take us back to fucking Bone Grove?
Oh my god.
I swear to God, we can't leave this
I-
place behind, can we? I swear to God, I'm never coming back after this.
Mortally wounded?
You want to go back to that place?
I know I sure don't, but I'll do
Yeah,
it
same
anyway.
here. I'll try to go put the brain peoples to rest. They deserve some kind of closure.
Maybe
I feel I
can-
still
I
Did
mean,
find
they're
some
their
letters.
own people now.
Anyways.
The
Maybe
brain
find, like,
people are their
letters.
own people. They're the
Well,
people
wait.
who became the brain people are dead. The brain people are their own people.
well, the brains were also dead,
Yeah.
right? Weren't they squished?
You did kill a lot of intellect devourers there, yes.
Yeah.
I thought they were all dead when we came out of the cave.
Several of them were. Several of them were not fully developed, and so they just died.
Yeah. So,
There were some that were not.
but I was. Oh, so there are live
Okay.
ones there.
You don't know.
No.
Huh?
Oh God,
know.
no,
Huh?
no, 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 no. Do not like those.
It's
Makes
a, well, it's just intellect devourers,
Maybe.
theoretically.
Well, we ready to go,
Right.
everybody?
Yeah.
Is Drawmage even willing to do this?
He doesn't really want to,
That's all I-
especially knowing where you want to go, but he will grit his teeth and just do it.
He doesn't
Are we
have to.
coming
He's
back?
only for a short time, if
Are-
that is
are-
any consolation.
I was about to say, are we
He-
coming
he
back
doesn't-
after this?
This
Yeah,
is a
like,
one
we're gonna
way.
come back.
Do it.
We're going to Bone
Uh,
Grove and then going to our
The port,
tower.
right? I thought we were gonna go to the port Coventry for the
Yeah.
thingy, right?
I'm going to go to Port Coventry before we do that. You guys don't have to come with me. Just saying.
I mean, we all should go to the port.
I'm just saying I don't want to make decisions for you guys. That's like I'm gonna go, but if you don't want to, I'm cool with that.
I mean, would it be easier
I mean-
on
Either
Thomas
way
to
is
take
fine.
2 trips instead of 3, though?
I don't think Dramage is going to bring us to Port Coventry. Didn't you just hear what he said?
Oh, you're not?
Yeah,
This is a
this is
one-way
one way.
trip.
It's a one way to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
One
we
way
go,
airplane.
Go there and then to port, really quick.
It-
2 goes. Can we get
In
2
theory,
spins?
yeah, we can walk to Port Coventry from Bone Grove.
There is an established road.
Yep.
Hey, I have the
So,
deer powers. that
Our
can help us.
options are to go somewhere else or to Bone Grove. That's why. See, I kind of that's why I didn't.
I don't
care
want
to
to
go
go
to
back to
Bone-
Bone Grove because I knew it was gonna be a teleportation thing.
The only reason
Here's
I
an
really
idea.
want
Why
to
don't
go
we
to
have
Bone
Dramage
Grove is
take us to
because
Port Coventry and then walk to Bone Grove?
The only reason I want to go to Bone Grove, like, really quick, and I'm fine with, well, I'm not fine with drama tuning this conversation, but I mean, me and Tsubaki had this conversation before. Is just
Yeah.
the gems that
I know.
made Dramage like fall into that coma appeared
there.
back in Bone Grove after you healed him.
Yes, and I know
So
that.
they're still there?
Yes.
There's-
Well, we don't know if
Theoretically.
they're still there. But we should go and check Bone Grove to make sure they're still there.
If possible, I really
I
like.
want to go.
Is Dramage coming with us?
He
No,
will.
he's not.
He's opening the gateway
doubt
so that
it.
you go through, and then he's turning around.
Eating us. Yeah.
Fair enough. I wouldn't
Waste
want to
the
go
good
back
teleport
either.
on Bone Grove, guys.
No.
Just saying.
I do
We
not
wasted
wanna
a good
go.
teleportation on Bone Grove.
Well, I mean, we're
No.
right next to Port
No.
Coventry, though.
Okay, here's the deal. Can we go to Port Coventry first and then go to Bone Grove
That's what
afterwards?
I'm suggesting.
I'm just worried that someone might
Port
just come
Coventry,
along and
walk to
pick the
Bone Grove.
gems up, though, if they're.
Okay,
wandering
fine.
Bone
If
Grove.
you want to go to Bone Grove on your own,
Think about how long ago that battle was.
yeah.
That's when they
Yeah,
dropped
this
there.
is all theoretically. This is all theoretically, which is like years ago. And then the brains will be
Months.
there.
It's been maybe a couple months since the battle there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've
It's
made
still been months.
a vote towards Bone Grove. If you all want to go to Port Coventry right away, I will follow you. But I really think it would be in our best interest if we went to Bone Grove just to make sure.
I think I'd rather go to Port Coventry.
I don't like going to cities, but I honestly agree with that because, well, Mari,
It's-
you did not see what happened in Bone Grove, but I do not want you to experience what I experienced in Bone Grove.
Fair enough.
It's Bone Grove. No one wants to go to Bone Grove.
I like the only reason Zace would
don't
go is like
want
to like
go to Bone Grove. I just for the gems to make sure that they don't fall
I
in
mean-
wrong hands.
We have to walk all the way down to the coastline to get to our new house anyways. So we could stop at Bone Grove on our way over.
I thought our new house was in
Yes.
Port Coventry.
No.
No,
our
it's-
new
it's all the
house
way-
It's
is
all the
by
way-
Dresh.
Yeah.
it's all the way south.
Oh, in that case, why are we going to Port Coventry?
I told you I have
Tsubaki
a
has something she needs to pick up.
and
Gotcha.
as I said, I don't want you guys to go with me if you don't want to, because I just have to go look for something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can Dramage send me and Zace to our new home?
They did also give you
Then
the
catch-
one option where you could get basically double, like the 60,000 gold if you were going for the Underdark as well. And you
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
you didn't let them
offer
know
us
about
the
that.
job,
They did offer you a
Yeah.
follow-up job.
which, I mean, Bone Grove, Underdark entrance.
Just want to make
No,
sure
it
that was
wasn't that
also
one.
out there.
Is
I
that what
am
they want
not
us to do? To go to one of them or a specific one?
There is they had mentioned that there was a Dwagar city in the Underdark that they wanted you to figure out what happened there because they had sent previous parties there that did not return.
Yeah, we
It
gotta
wasn't-
find the one-shot people.
Yeah.
Again, we did that last time with Bone Grove, and that's why we went in the cave when we came out and everyone was dead. I'm so tired of doing people's bidding. Especially these people, these mages. Ugh, I'm tired of magicians.
Oh.
Sorry. Tired of you doing your constant requests. Do things yourself.
That's how being an adventurer is. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I
I
live.
don't feel that way. They
I
pay
don't
us.
live off of money. I
In that
live
case,
off of food I
Thomas,
find myself.
Uh,
I
Do
sustain
you
myself.
chance have a scroll of teleportation I could purchase off of you?
They are not selling you a scroll of teleportation.
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
That's not happening.
Well then, Drummage, I have my own question. last time we met, I asked you about someone named Azam, and you had no idea who it was. I talked to someone else, and they said they also don't really know who it was, but they gave me another person's name, and I wonder if you know this. What's the name? This person's name,
Halmadar.
where is Halmadar.
Yeah, he would know who that is. Hang on a second. Let me. Is this the Halmadar lore sheet?
Oh, lore sheet. Oh,
I
I thought.
there is lore.
Wait, how was Halmadar
Lore.
connected to Azam again? It was.
He
What they had
led a
heard.
small cult of Aslan for a period of time.
Yes.
It was the leader.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
For a bit. For a
Got
bit.
it.
Just a bit. And he was a human,
Right to the
not a
style.
Goliath.
He was a what?
He
I
was
cannot
human.
remember someone-
Human.
Human. Oh, okay.
Which is odd. It's an important point.
Yeah,
at least.
Is there any like way Zace would know of like his own like culture's history way back?
Everything that you know is that the Io tribe is Goliath.
Okay.
There are occasionally some records of people kind of joining on who are of other ancestries, but they really don't last long because of the nomadic nature of it and how that quickly also ends up with combat, especially in the hardier jungle area that you would claim as your home. Goliaths and giant kin of that sort tend to have more advantages in that environment. And yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. But Halmadar was a human.
Okay. That's
What Dromage would tell you Halmadar is here. I'm just going to kind of read off the points. He would probably say this a little bit more eloquently and put together in a sort of prose narrative. Halmadar was generally seen as a great leader and a skilled combatant. Before retiring from adventuring, he served with a mercenary company that was predominantly a sense of order across the continent before the Circle. Hang on. He doesn't have much about what Halmadar did after he retired from adventuring, and that's sort of where the Io tribe would begin. So, like, he's early days sort of stuff. Yes. That's about the keep. That's about the wizard. That's about the tomb. He would not know where that is. Dromage would say that from what he heard and from what he understand, having traveled alongside Halmadar for a short period of time, towards the end of his adventuring career, he was claiming that he had found another who, the way he phrased it would be that Halmadar drew power from a being similar to Dromage. And the way that Halmadar said it was he seemed to have found a brother in that sort of way. Someone else who was cut from similar cloth. and he wanted to explore that further, and that ended up leading him away from his company and his background, and ultimately the retirement of his career.
Okay. You said you traveled with him. How would you describe
Briefly.
he is? Well, it's still. How would you describe him as a person? And if, you never heard the Azam or Isle tribe back when you traveled with him?
He never gave. I never heard either of those names.
Was he ever interested in bones?
Huh.
He's come up around them with a surprising frequency anymore, which is odd because he never showed. In the short time that I knew him, he didn't show much curiosity towards that subject. But there have been odd parallels that we've noticed.
Odd what? Could you repeat that?
Odd parallels.
Between him not liking bones and bones?
There have been different connections made with him that are kind of weird and out of character. Or at least as far as the brief bit that Dromage knew him for. But overall, he was generally a good person who occasionally would have to do bad things in order to make ends meet. But he was a strong and silent type of leader. He's someone who would put their foot down and they would be determinate and resolute in their verdicts and their decisions.
Okay, last question. Did he bury people and give respect to bones and death and life?
As far as Dromage knows, yes. That fits very much inside of his character. There's a reverence that he would have towards others.
Oh, it definitely is a possibility. I don't remember our tribe ever having a leader of sort. We always had elders, but a leader? I need to find the elders. Why? Anyways, thank you for finally giving me more information.
Okay.
Sorry I can't give you more, but yes.
I've decided I'm going to Port Coventry. If you guys want to follow me, you can. If you want to go somewhere else, that's fine too. Okay?
That's where you going?
Jacob?
Jacob?
No?
Uh-oh.
You'll
Catch.
Echo?
What? Jacob? Echo?
Echo. Oh no. Echo.
I think I'd rather go to Port Coventry. To be completely honest. I also would like to go to Port Coventry.
we all leave and he's still there.
Oh my gosh. To be honest, I have no business to do in Port Coventry. But
We have even less business in Bone Grove, though.
I really did not want to go to Bone Grove.
The thought of going back to Bone Grove again just kind of makes my insides want to quiver. I mean, I kind of wanted to go back, grab the crystals, but the thought of doing that now at this point is like, no.
There are other Underdark entrances we can go in.
Yeah, so many.
I do not want to go in
I've been
any.
wanting to cross this trip off my list for a while now.
Well, we're going to at some point. That's the next quest destination. We don't have much of a choice.
Well, no, that's you can just choose not to, but they are willing to pay you 60,000 gold.
See, Zace does not do anything with, like, we don't deal with gold. Like, that's why he never cared about the gold.
Well, we might find some nice bones there.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you.
Sorry, my internet went out.
It's all good.
Oh, it's okay. Did you
AT&T.
hear anything?
Beholders have a skeleton that we could harvest.
Do beholders have a skeleton? Yes, they do.
Oh.
The main.
Oh yeah,
Wait a minute.
They have to.
Yes.
Yeah, they.
Wait, didn't we kill a
That's
beholder?
whatever.
We did kill
It
one.
dissolved.
You think you killed a beholder?
Dang it.
I love that he said that. That's why I'm not going back to Bone Grove. I'm going to Port Coventry. So please, Robin, send me to
Yeah,
Port
Death
Coventry.
Tyrant. They have to have skeletons.
All right.
Admittedly,
What?
it's just a giant skull.
What? They're a giant skull? Okay.
They're a giant
Sort of
floating head with
yeah.
tentacles.
That have
Basically.
eyes
That's what
on
a
the end.
beholder- yeah.
Beholders have skulls. I had to look
I wonder
this
if
up.
they only have one eye socket.
Because
They do.
their tentacles have a bunch of eyes. They don't need more
We
than
call
one.
this a death
I wonder if
tyrant.
they're
There's a picture loading.
Oh, this is Zace talking, like being like, "Oh my god, a big skeleton."
The beholder you guys fought seemed to be made out of mercury, so it might be a little bit different.
God, I do not don't ever Google a beholder. It is, they have teeth. Ooh, yucky.
They
yucky.
do.
Ugh.
They're
Yes,
kind
I
of
do not
terrifying.
don't-
I remember my first beholder. I believe Jacob got me with it. I don't know if I died, but I think it was in the mine campaign. The
Oh
starter
no,
pack.
that wasn't the
That was a
beholder,
spectator.
Yeah,
Oh,
spectator.
that's it. Very
It's this
similar in
Watered
nature.
down beholder.
This was my first beholder, and
Okay, that one actually looks a lot better than
Honestly-
the actual thing.
it died surprisingly easily.
No,
So
no,
you
Yeah.
can
it
be
looks like
worried.
Mike was asking.
Because I feel like
I-
that beholder died way too easily than it should have.
It did not have all of its eye rays from a mechanical standpoint.
Anyways. Okay, just send me.
Port Coventry.
Yes.
We're opening the doorway to
Port
Port Coventry. All right.
What about Catch? Is Catch gonna go alone to?
It's
Okay.
Unless I can somehow convince him to send me to Bone Grove, then Port Coventry really quick. Like, I don't want to explore Bone Grove, just like the place, like where like he got attacked. I just want to see something.
I feel like you'd really have to like, I don't know, bribe him.
this
Would
is a
that-
hell
would
of a
that be-
thing to persuade Dramage to do.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this?
Especially
Drummond?
considering
Open
it's
the portal
Dramage
to
in
there.
particular.
Open the portal to Bone Grove. I pop in, like, just look around for a few seconds, pop back out, then we can head to Port Coventry, if that is okay with you.
Go ahead and roll a diplomacy check.
I'm rolling a lot of these today.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one's spooky, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
it's down
death
to,
kiss
like,
in there. There's a spectator. There's a couple. That's a zombie one.
Okay.
Not bad. I got.
You don't have a mind witness in there.
It
Okay,
was
this
just
is
on
spooky.
Google, so
How does one hide it? I'm gonna scroll up to
weapons
Mike
and-
Wazowski.
What was the
Effort?
diplomacy?
With
18.
18. Okay. If you're if it's gonna be quick,
Yes.
he will conjure a gateway to Bone Grove.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I will be right back. How much time do I have?
6 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a teleportation
pop in-
spell.
Okay.
It's
I pop in
instantaneous.
really quick. Do I see the gems in the area where they fell?
What's your movement speed?
Movement is 30.
Okay, so dash would be 60, and so you need 30 to get there and back. 30 would it would be close. 30 would get you to roughly that area.
So the gems are there.
No, they are not.
All right, I'm rushing back to the portal. Misty Step if I need to.
Okay. Misty Step would get you there.
Yeah,
However, one thing that you do notice in this brief moment that you're at Bone Grove, there are people there.
What?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
People? Why? How? Oh, is it the brains? Did they become people?
I
No.
mean, it's been a couple months. People probably moved back.
Uh,
Why?
Or
Go-
it got taken over by Drow.
go ahead and... It's funny because it's you. Go ahead and roll me a streetwise check.
yeah. Checking for gems. Need to find those gems, or just general populace info. Okay. Not the best it could be, but not bad. That is 12.
Okay. As you're kind of running through the gateway, the border, the barrier, and then running back out, and you see people around. Well, you don't recognize a lot of them. You do recognize several of the people who were townspeople in Allig, who have relocated to Bone Grove.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder why.
But you are able to get through the portal.
Yeah. I'm heading back, even though I kind of want to stay. Okay, Alec, got it. I go back to the portal. Okay, people from
Hey, was the
Alec.
tower still there?
There are
was it?
ruins of a tower, yes.
Okay.
It is
That's what I
a-
wanted to
Ruins of
know.
the tower. There's honestly, I kind of wanted to go through the tower too, personally, but that's neither here nor there. But people from Allig have relocated towards Bone Grove. Well, some of them, at least.
A good number. Like,
Yeah.
Bone Grove looks like a thriving town. Which
Good
is
for
something
them,
that you
good for
have
them.
never seen there before.
Oh no, Andrew, I kind of want to stay. Oh.
Make your choice.
I've already
Make
made it.
your
I'm back through the
choice.
portal.
Okay.
I need to learn teleportation.
This one's kind of cool.
Alright. Also, do you have your panther just on your shoulder?
I like to think it's on the ground next to me, getting
Oh.
pats occasionally.
It's
Okay.
like a 2 feet tall thing. It's a pretty big cat.
It's a mountain lion. I can't shoulder that.
That's fair.
It's just tall enough to be head patable without bending over.
To Port Coventry, then?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. He will kind of do the signal again, and you see everything kind of begin to spiral up forward into this roughly 15 by 15 foot interstitiary realm that allows you to kind of pass through into Port Coventry, same way as with Bone Grove. And
Yay.
you arrive.
Is there a map?
Specifically of just Port Coventry, not yet.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a work in progress. And how long we're gonna be here. Alright, what kind of city is Port Coventry?
Anything we immediately notice that's disastrous as we look around? I don't know.
not
Okay,
near us.
where are we teleported?
Port Coventry
Where
up
at?
north.
Well, I
Put
know
us in
that,
the
but
right
like, are
place,
we,
right?
like not in the center of the place. Like, just imagine like a giant dinosaur and 5 people appear out of nowhere in the middle of a city.
You are
I mean, I
kind
know
of
it's
closer
teleportation,
towards the
but-
outward gates of the town.
Okay,
Okay,
context matters.
what's going on? What's the town look like? being so quiet?
Sorry, I was texting Jacob, and I made a
Oh, I
reference
gotcha.
that it saddens me because I've made it several times and no one knows what it is.
No.
But just a little
I
bit.
didn't
To what?
What reference?
I
No.
know what
To
it
an
is.
in-game
I
thing,
haven't
or are you
seen that in a
making
long
an
time.
It's
to
old.
an
I
in-game
know.
thing, or are you referencing a 1927 movie again?
I know
Not
exactly what you're
27. I think it's like 79. It's
Port Coventry. I know it sounds familiar. Is that what you're talking about?
no, I Jacob said something interesting. I'm like, insert a Skeksis.
Oh. See, I know what that is. I
Yeah.
never heard you say that.
Well, I
know what
texted it.
Skeksis is.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh.
I understand
not
what you mean
paying
now. I watched that so long ago. I don't know what Skeksis is, but if you would have said, I would have gotten it. All right, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I
Homework.
totally
Go
love
watch the Dark
Dark
Crystal.
Dark Crystal. It's on
Yeah.
Netflix. It's freaking great. The series is okay.
But you arrive at the outside of Port Coventry, and
Cool.
I'm going to say that that's probably a good place to put a pause in it for tonight.
That's what I was
You would
thinking
say
as well.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go eat
Yeah.
dinner.
No, I have to agree with that. It's a good stopping point.
Fair.
Yeah.
But then next time we can go ahead and kind of jump back into it. One quick bit before we do that I've been kind of thinking about is Zace. Given all of your explorations during and around while everyone was over in Arungar, I would say that you have enough experience and time to have taken up to have gotten a level up in Barbarian or Beast Heart.
Oh, if
Good
I'm
choice.
very
You just get
Oh,
one free
I like
level
what
up
Beast Heart.
before her. Just free.
Ooh, what level you know?
well, I'm level 1 Beast Heart and level 6 Barbarian. I need to do some research on what's after. Because I remember with Sarah I did research on Beast Heart, but I don't remember any of it
Yeah.
anymore.
I know we're getting
We found a
to.
PDF of it to pirate.
Yep.
Oh, I remember now. I remember we found out this the dice. The thing with the
We
what's it
found
called?
out that she doesn't have to be surrounded by things for ferocity to work.
That's good.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, you could every round, every turn, you roll a 1d4 if I remember correctly, and that's like how much for ferocity. I need to find the PDF again.
Okay. Because
But
yeah,
I will.
I am not super proficient with this class. I just really I've read through it before, but I don't remember everything. I just remember I liked it.
Oh, it was really cool.
Do you
Yeah, I
have it
remember.
and can send it to us?
If you could send, I'll have to
Mhm.
look for the PDF again.
It would
Personally,
be more efficient than finding it for free online.
Yes, you should not do that, and I do not endorse that. But
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
I recognize that it is helpful. So
I had
Like,
to just read through it one time.
no, it's look. As someone who really doesn't have skin in the game, I understand, and and I'm willing to say like it's fine, but like it always like if you can always just try and support the
Yeah.
creators. Yeah.
Okay, where's the book? What's the
Um,
book? Someone send me a link to the book.
I am trying
The-
to find it. But we are getting to a point where all of you are getting close to a level up. It's just that
Yeah.
due to Zace's adventures and all of the magic items that you guys got, and particularly in Zace having refused them, it just kind of makes sense from a balance perspective that Zace should be one
Fair.
level up.
Okay.
Oh, does Mari get anything new with me leveling up?
Mari's hit points are, I believe,
I'm liking that level.
like 7 times your proficiency level or something like that, or 7 times your character level. So that would be
Yeah.
a slight boost.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to see if I can exit Barbarian. I need to do some research. Sadly, this laptop is not good at research to use for research.
Good
But
news, guys.
I
Over the course of this session, the video is now 51% uploaded.
Woohoo!
Nice.
51. That's so little. Okay, at 7th level Barbarian, I get Feral Instinct. I get basically nothing else. My rage is still 4. My rage damage is still 2. My proficiency bonus is still 3. Ah, sad. What is Feral Instinct? What is your instincts are honed, you get advantage on initiative. No, I don't need that, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty good at initiative rolls. Initially, if you're surprised and are incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn. But only if you enter rage. Optional, as a bonus action, you can take to enter rage. You can move up half speed. I don't know if this is useful. What's level 8? Oh,
Level 8 would
level 8 is
be-
an ability
Yeah.
ability score improvement.
Or a
which
feat.
is good.
Or a feat. And
I have not
feat
done
can be
research in the
fun.
feats. I have
It's
not
yeah.
done the feat research. I looked at it and it was a lot, and I was wanting to do all of them, but I couldn't do all of them.
It's basically like a class
Hey.
resource that you just pick.
Yeah. My next level
Yeah.
up is. What is my next level up?
It should be
I'll have
8.
to see what level
Just
2.
We should be 8.
It should be 8, and it should be an
Yeah.
ability score for all of you.
Yeah.
Mine's just a spell
Yeah.
slot.
No. I want the ability to receive. Okay, maybe I'll do two Beast Heart if that gives me something pretty decent.
That would get you your
We'll see.
subclass, which is rather cool.
Oh, that is helpful.
Ooh, that would
I
be
think that
cool,
would
and
be
it makes
better.
sense since I've been with Mari most of the time.
Hmm
It's like makes sense. Mari and
Yeah,
me.
I think
friendship
that one is the
improved.
way to go.
Yeah.
So if we could get that PDF legitimately, that would be great.
I am. I'm
Yes.
working on it. I'm working
Good
on it.
time.
Yeah, how
Also,
dare
can we please stop sending spooky pictures? I'm going to put cute pictures in the chat instead. Oh wait,
That's-
never mind. You posted a PDF. That is a cute. I will pin that. How do you
Thank
pin?
you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pin. Could someone pin?
Hang on, I can pin.
Andrew's pinning abilities here.
I have so much stuff I want to do now.
There's stuff in Bone Grove if you choose to go there.
I know.
Ah,
Which is
We don't
know
want
what?
to go to Bone Grove.
everything
I want to
goes.
go to Bone Grove.
I am never going
think-
back to Bone Grove.
We might find
I
friends
don't think we
there
can
now.
stress this
No.
enough. We don't want to go back to Bone Grove.
You
I
could
have
go to
other
Alec and
places
see
we
what.
can find the same. I was about to say. I have people in
Alex
Alec there.
It's more interesting at the moment.
Why all the people
Well-
left?
yeah.
Oh, maybe that's
I'm
where all the
actually
people in
I
Bone
wanna
Grove
see
came from.
I'm interested in knowing what
Did an
happened to the kid
Underdark
now.
entrance open up?
Uh-huh.
Are the Cobalt Lancers having an uprising? What's happening?
Something's happening. That is directly related to something that you found out about.
What?
Found
so
out
smart
an
and
adult
university.
pink dragon is a real thing.
That is true.
It's kind of cool.
It is. That
I
is a
found
really
it
pretty
out.
Are
picture.
my people turning on other people because I told them about the Underdark entrances?
Oh, I
Oh.
knew that it was there. I just because
I'm interested in knowing
my
about
letters.
the kid. What happened to the kid now?
The kid's fine.
Well, he's like our ally in Alec, basically, right? He's our
The
our-
kid is not a focus. I don't think we should be focusing on the kid.
The kid messed
Oh.
up. But you guys saved
Oh.
him from one thing. It triggered a lot of dominoes.
Oh my goodness! See, I'm telling you, the kid did something or something. we did to the
Yeah, the
kid.
kid overheard something he shouldn't involving the Cobalt Lancers working with the people
And
who
we
are
killed the
taking,
we ki-
kidnapping the
oh my god, we killed
dead,
that
so
people with
he's
the
fine.
lance.
He's
I'm talking about like the dominoes fell. We killed the people with the lantern.
Supaki,
forgot
heads or
about that.
tails? And I flip a coin up in the air.
Heads.
It was oh no, it was heads.
I win. What I
what are
win?
we flipping?
Oh, nothing.
No.
Okay.
Just because he's flipping for something doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Just say.
That was a hey Subaki. If it's head, if it matches what I say,
I
you're
knew
gonna go
that.
to Bone Grove.
That's kind of how I felt like it. I kind of felt like this, like,
No, it's
yeah,
fine.
no. It's like just because I say heads doesn't mean I'm going with you.
Oh no, I completely. That's fine. I'm fine with not going to Bone Grove right now, but I wanted to at the time.
You
And
have this
especially now since there
tone
were
of
people there.
disappointment in us. Just say it.
Oh no, I mean
Just
it's
say
fine.
it.
It's fine.
It's
I'm
fine.
thinking
It's
infantry Red Rock Alec and then start making our way down towards our new castle. Maybe stop by this Underdark entrance and harass it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Also,
lot of
is there
stuff in
a blacksmith
Veracet.
here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sure, like line players.
Oh, I was meaning other stuff and other lore that actually Zace would have been privy to almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like I do want to look for more of my people who have went around the world and I scattered and I need to look for them and find more answers. Specifically the elders. I don't know what happened to them. Are they still alive? They're old.
There are definitely some.
I gotta find them.
Man, why can't I know 7th level magic yet?
Well,
Aren't you set level
You're not
7?
even
Oh
an
wait, you
8th
don't.
level wizard.
I know I am level 7, but as a level 7 wizard, I know
You
4th
can't.
level magic.
Yeah, I was about to
Well,
say.
too bad you're not playing my game,
Yeah.
because if you were 7th level, you would get 7th level spells. Because there's only 10 levels.
I thought you meant spells. There's only 10 spells.
It would
No,
make
there's
things
too
less
many.
complicated.
There's too many spells. That's what takes so long to write.
Yeah.
It's fun,
You'll
but it's
get
also
through it. I know
it's
you will.
fun, but it's also just hell.
So, should we move ourselves to Port Coventry?
Sure. I'm just right now putting the lines on the map.
Okay, I might get headed now, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye. Bye. Okay, how do I leave?
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Is
See
there
ya.
a blacksmith here?
Probably at a port town. Yeah.
Jacob, quick question. On which night did you flay the squirrel?
Oh, right. That was. That was.
Which
4
night did you
nights
what?
ago? 4 nights ago.
Gotcha. That was
You
that was
what?
definitely before the That was before the vault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. What? Why?
Just curious.
Was that squirrel a professor?
I'm not telling you things.
Oh no!
I love that he's
Was
like,
that
I don't.
squirrel and a fae?
Look, you unleashed a crazy fey rabbit there. Things happen.
I played a squirrel.
Did you flay a fae?
No, he vivisected a squirrel.
Oh,
That's
also, Andrew, really
worse.
quick before going to bed, can I
Not
do
really.
the thing I texted you?
Squirrels are eatable. Just
The
just
thing
so
you messaged
know,
me,
in real life.
Could you repeat that? Because oh no, that was the thing about talking to creatures.
Yeah.
Could you repeat it to me one more time? Sorry.
I mean, I don't mind if anyone else hears. So as part of my new thing, I have something called Mind Link, which I can speak telepathy to any creature within 7 feet of me right now.
This thing
And
is
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
wanted
adorable.
to talk to the panther.
Okay.
Okay.
Simply ask it, so where are you from?
Um, the gray bag of tricks draws creatures from the Feywild. Well, technically, they are spirits who then encompass a fuzzy ball of flesh that is maintained inside of the bag, but their spirits are from the Feywild, similar to like a fine familiar.
Yes, kitty.
Oh, I also forgot to give something to Zace. Great. Oh well. I'll do that next time.
This one's just cool.
So it
Is
would really
is that
the
what
way it would phrase that, it would be like it's from the land of the tall and moving trees.
Do you have a family?
Yes.
How old are you?
It is around 5. Or at least that's how you would interpret it.
What brings you here?
The panther, its master pulled it out of a. Its master pulled its spirit forward.
Okay, okay. You miss home at all?
Occasionally, but it does always return.
Fair enough, fair enough. Do you know anything interesting about the Feywild?
That's a loaded question.
It is.
Yes, it knows quite a lot.
Like what? If you don't mind making conversation.
I mean, it would think of it as its home. So that's like just saying, tell me about your home.
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Well, any interesting things that can happen there that are different from this realm?
I mean, anything is literally possible. That's kind of what it would say.
And is there anything you want me to tell Zagra? Your master.
It would say it doesn't necessarily like fighting. It more likes sneaking around and kind of just it enjoys just having the freedom to be a creature instead of being called upon for fighting. It finds that rather tedious.
You have a name?
It does. What languages do you speak?
It doesn't matter.
Cool.
While in telepathy, I can understand any like thoughts it's saying, like, and vice versa. Because we're not speaking language, we're understanding each other by saying, phrases
Right.
and things.
It would. What you would recognize first and foremost is that the name it gives you is Sylvan. But it essentially translates to like moon cloud.
Okay. Hey Zagra.
Yes.
Mooncloud doesn't like fighting, prefers to sneak around, finds fighting tedious. Anyway, let's go! And I'm just gonna head off.
Alright, see you guys later.
Yep, see ya.
Bye,
That's the
Desi.
point to
Bye,
ending
Jacob.
time.
Yeah. You talked to the panther.
Yeah.
You found your way to a port city.
Here's
You
the
found
question:
some weird
Is it
stuff.
the same? Is it the same face spirit every time? I imagine it would be a different one.
Each
I
spirit
can
is
ask if you'd like.
individually bound to the bag, so it is the same spirit.
Per creature or in general?
In general, it just takes the form of different
Okay.
creatures.
Okay, sure thing. I'll keep this in mind then.
Back in telepathy mode. Hey, Mooncloud.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like being a particular creature more than the other?
It really doesn't have much care. Like,
Okay.
the truth is, none of these
say.
are its original form, and so it just kind of gets used to it.
Fair enough. Zagra, Mooncloud doesn't care about what form it takes either. Just so you know.
Thank you. Does Mooncloud care if I call it Pom Pom?
No,
Mooncloud, do you care if Zagra calls you Pom Pom?
not really.
Nope. I also love the idea of this, of like Ketch just also not talking, staring at the panther, then going to Zagra. So this is Mooncloud.
Mm-hmm.
Mooncloud likes long walks on the beach, not fighting, and sneaking around.
All of those are true.
Alright. Anywho, I don't
Okay,
have anything else
solid.
I wanted to.
Can
I
relate.
just wanted to test that out.
Yeah. Well, I will see you guys next time.
I
then.
mean, it's cool that it works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does
see ya.
work.
Anywho, bye everyone.
See ya.